All right. Episode 3.
Welcome. This is Supras In Vegas, SIV Podcast. We got Andrew, SupraCulture. We got Patrick Blake Racing. We're at his shop. This is episode number 3. You guys didn't watch the first 2? Go back, watch them. They get better. And they're going to continue to get better. And this is Gordy down here, by the way. Patrick, welcome, dude.
Hey, thanks for having me.
No, thanks for having us here at your shop, man. We got some pretty cool cars in the back, right? What do we have back here? Can you tell us what we got back here, Pat?
Let's see. We've got Gency, is this red one.
Gency, the red one.
The latest addition to my small car collection, the Lambo.
The Lambo with the Mexican colors on the bottom.
Yeah, depends on how you look at it. The white car is this guy, Doug. That other white car is up on the lift. That's for a guy in Dubai.
Dubai,
nice.
look at that.
Yeah, the guy Milo at the end. One of Shalizi's cars is that black one. We got Lawrence Elvis, and then on the other side we got my car.
What about this one?
Oh, that old thing.
Ooh,
Look at that. Old school Mark II Supra. Whose is that?
I never worked on one of those actually.
You don't? You want to work on that one? You can work
I
on
might
that
have worked on Aaron's one time.
Aaron. Oh, the red one?
Yeah,
Mary's little red one. Does she still
Yeah.
have it?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I did work on that thing one time.
What? I mean, that's all stock 5MGE, right? So,
Yeah, I did something random, like I cleaned injectors or I changed. I don't remember. It was years ago. I just remember that thing fired right up. It's nice.
It's a good looking car. That's
Yeah.
one of the ugliest Supras is the Mark II. Then the one ugliest out of all of them is the Mark I. In my opinion, I don't get all insulted, Supra guys. I own the Mark II, and I don't think it's as pretty as obviously the Mark III looks better, the nice wider body, and then the Mark IV, obviously iconic, and then we go on and on and on. The Mark V.
Yeah, I think they look better from the generation. So my least favorite's the Mark 1.
That's your least favorite?
Yeah.
And you had a Mark I.
No, Mark 2.
I'm sorry, Mark II. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
I had
You're
a
right.
Mark
You had a
II.
Mark II, and actually, I met you way back when you had a Mark II,
Yes, sir.
and yeah, that was cool. But we're not here to talk about
No,
you.
not me. Not,
We're here to talk about Pat, and we're here to talk about the shop. We're talk
Hey,
about the
man.
builds. Pat, tell us who you are, man. Like, who is Patrick Blake?
I don't know. It's me.
he's the man.
Yeah, I bought my first Supra like in 2007. Just started working on it. I've always loved them. I don't know where it started, but I remember as far back as like middle school, just being obsessed with the cars, and it never stopped. It always was. It was always something that was there. And
Well, middle school. How old were you in middle school? I mean, how old are you right now?
37 right now.
So 37. That gives you an idea how old Patrick is now. So 37. I'm about to be 50. You're 40 what?
43. I think.
43.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it kind of tells where you were at. You're 37. So
Yeah, I was probably like 13 or 14 years old, and I was just like, I don't know. It could have been the Fast and Furious. I honestly don't even really remember.
that's a cool movie, bro.
Yeah, it could have been
He was in it.
Yeah, all I remember is just this infatuation, this like obsession with Supras, and
Yeah.
like that's the birth of the internet back then, and Turbo Dreams videos, and like you see these cars beating Hayabusas and stuff.
Right,
and
right.
Like, man, I want a piece of that, and um, yeah, 2007, I bought my first one. It's the one that's over in the other shop,
The shop.
Leilani. That's the one I'll keep forever, and the rest is history. It's pretty crazy.
Well, that's how you got into Supras. But tell me, tell me what got you into cars. Your pops is into cars.
A little bit, yeah.
little bit,
Like,
right?
yeah, I mean, I remember wrenching, on just random stuff in my dad's garage growing up.
Right.
My dad always, he always worked hard to provide for his family, and I wouldn't necessarily say he's like a car guy per se, but he's definitely somebody that would just fix anything. And I
Got
was
it.
always kind of helping him, and I think it just translated eventually to just cars.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think when you have it, and it's something you can't avoid.
Yeah.
It's just something that just gets into your bloodstream, your DNA. I can't even explain it because it's just
Yeah.
something that you look at and it does something to you.
Yeah,
Right.
I really enjoy. I like taking something apart, figuring out how it works, and then putting it back together. It's as simple as that. It doesn't even necessarily need to be a car. It can be anything. I like to know how it works, and I like to know how I can make it better.
Right, like the demolition. You're like the demo.
Hmm.
I like demoing things too. And I, when I was a kid, I burnt stuff up like amplifiers because I wanted to see how they worked and how to fix them. I had no idea what it was to what I needed to do to fix it. I just knew like, oh, that part's burnt.
Yeah.
I want to fix it, but I had no idea where. I never got to do it, but obviously you've made a business and a successful business out of
Yeah.
it.
It's been
Um,
it's
yeah.
been a road for sure. I mean, started in my garage back when I was still in like La Quinta, Palm Desert, and
So that's where you grew up. That's where you come from.
yeah, I was born in Palm Springs, '88, and lived out there until man, I don't know what year, 2015 or so.
Right.
That's when I moved to the Inland Empire, and all kind of the super thing really picked up after that.
Got it. So you grew up in Palm Springs and came into the Inland Empire. So you've pretty much been all your life out here,
Yeah.
out on this side,
Yep.
the desert and hot and sand and dirt in your eyes and stuff like that.
Love it.
That's cool, man.
I love
So,
it.
but your dad, let's talk about the. I'll keep going back to your pops because he has a what year's the Mustang?
It's a '67 fastback.
Fastback.
Nice.
I think one of my earliest memories was going with him to see that car before he bought it. It was black, um, beautiful car, and I think that was like the first time. My dad was always somebody who's like, if you want something, you've got to work for it. There's life is not full of handouts, you know.
Right.
And so he's kind of what inspired me to just, and my brother and my sister as well. Like we just work hard. We always have worked hard, and I remember that Mustang being like probably the first thing that I remember my dad ever like buying for himself. You know, he
Right.
always put the family before him, and the Mustang was like finally it was like his thing to reward himself.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Was that like a childhood dream of his to have one of those fastbacks? I love the fastbacks. One of my favorite.
That's
I think it's
nice.
always been. I think it's always been one. He likes the Carmagia too. That's like another thing that he likes. But yeah,
Totally different spectrum right there. You know?
totally. Yeah, I think he was looking at a Porsche 914 one time too.
Yeah.
But no, it was the Mustang. That's what he wanted. That's what he got. And man, he picked that thing up for like $3,500.
Wow, that sounds like
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
steal.
that sounds like my
Man.
cougar story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not talking
man.
about the kind of cougars you guys are thinking. I'm
Yeah.
talking about cars. Your Mercury Cougar.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. So
Yeah.
yeah, I seen it, and so is it yours now?
Kind of, yeah. I
Kinda?
mean, like I call it mine because I'm the one in the family that takes care of it. It's in my garage now. It was here
Nice.
for a while. He he doesn't really ever drive it. He's got motorcycles now. He really enjoys riding the motorcycles, and he was bugging me for a while to um, get it out of his garage, and he wanted to like make a little bit of room for it, and I'm
Mm,
the one that drives it and takes care of it. My brother likes driving it too, so
right.
I don't think that car is ever going back to him. So yeah.
Nice. And it's got a factory what motor is in it?
It's a 289.
289.
It's the factory automatic, a C4 auto. I'm probably gonna put a 5 speed in it eventually. Um, and it's
Mhm.
Acapulco blue now, which is this really nice baby blue, which matches all my other stuff. Matches the matches the Lambo.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
You said it's a 4-speed?
They're 3 speed
3-speed,
autos.
yeah.
Yeah, but I want to put a 5 speed manual in it. I think that's the common swap that they do in those cars.
Cool. Out of what car? Is it just a Mustang 5-speed, or is it just comes in different types of
I honestly
vehicles?
couldn't tell you that. I researched it one time because the transmission was leaking,
Yeah.
and we were planning on doing it then. This was a couple years ago, and I honestly don't remember. I went on the internet and I was like looking at the manual transmission swaps that are common for those cars, and I remember like finding it, but I don't remember any of the
Yeah, you don't want
details or what about it.
You need extra gigabytes in your brain to
Yeah, I
retain all
got
that.
it's all full of Toyota stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
No, I hear you. I hear you, man. I'm on the same boat. I have mine has also a 3-speed and it's super slow.
Oh yeah, you got one too, huh?
Mercury Cougar.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, 67 Cougar.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so slow. It does leak everywhere. It's turned into a leaking. I mean, it's like I have a 7M Supra in my house. There's oil everywhere. Don't get insulted, 7M
Yeah.
Supra guys. Trust me. It's
Yeah, mine's leaking.
your
Yeah.
7M.
Yep.
See,
It's leaking.
You want a Supra, you have oil
Yeah.
leaks everywhere. And yeah, I know what you mean though. It's got oil leaks everywhere.
Even these, I mean, the Mark IVs are 30 years old now. Like,
Yeah.
they're old cars.
They're old cars, man. But let me tell you, the Mark IVs retain their the aesthetics of it. It's just
Mhm.
you put that next to a Porsche nowadays, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you, they look very, they go head to head.
Yeah, it's a timeless design.
Yeah.
You drive them. A lot of people don't even know what they are. I'll drive one around, tuning it or whatever, just
Right.
like joyriding it, and go to a gas station, and people are like, "What is that?" It's like it's a Toyota Supra. It's like, "Oh, is it new?" It's like, "No, it's a '94." Like,
They're like, oh, my aunt used to
yeah,
have one of
yeah.
those, or
That's a common Supra thing. Everybody's uncles, nephews,
yeah.
brothers, neighbors
Yeah, the neighbor.
has a Supra that makes 1,000 horsepower. I hear that stuff all the time. So
Yeah, that's how it is. How it
uh,
is, and we sold it for like $3,000, and
yeah,
yeah, I bought
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
Good stuff, man. So that's cool. You got that, and now you just acquired. And wait, let's talk about your red Supra. You have a Mark IV.
I do. That's Leilani, the first one.
Leilani, can you
Yeah,
tell me what you've done to that?
man, it's like
What haven't you done to it, right?
driven it.
Driven it?
Yeah. But yeah, that's a billet block, 3.2 billet block. It's a head games head, race head, Pro Mod 98, methanol, fuel cell, cable driven mechanical fuel pump, every Motec electronic you can put in a Mark IV. It's a 6XD sequential, um,
I'm gonna stop you.
9-inch
I'm gonna stop you
rear.
because
Yeah.
when I hear stuff that I don't know what the heck you guys are talking about, not you, I'm talking about other podcasts or other stuff. There's all these numbers that you put out, and people are like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're saying all these numbers that I'm sure a lot of people don't know what you mean. So let's go back. Can you tell me you have a billet block? Who made the billet block?
This is a Bullet. So there's a company called Bullet.
Yeah.
Bullet Race Engineering, I think is who they are. They made the billet block.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we've increased displacement from 3.0 to 3.2. So it's 90 millimeter stroke. Um,
You're
use
what, a
diamond
3.3.2?
pistons. The 3.2.
3.2.
Yeah, 3.2. Diamond piston. It's aluminum rod. So I know that I need to service that thing probably once a year, depending on how much I'm racing it. But
Why do you need to service it once a year? When it's aluminum rods, you have to do that?
the rods stretch, and
Okay.
you have to service them. So that's like a replacement item in that motor now.
How do you service it? What do? You got to take them off and put new rods?
Take them
Take it
apart, send
apart.
them off
Yeah.
to a machine shop, have them measure it, make sure they're within spec. If they are, then fantastic. You have the choice to put them back in, or if you just want to throw a whole brand new set in, you just throw a whole brand new set in. But the amount of money I'm in that car and the amount of money that's aluminum rods are, probably just throw a new set in every year or so.
So what's the benefit of those?
The aluminum rod is really light. It's very strong.
Mass.
Yeah, and you hit the. I mean, when you put a steel rod and a aluminum rod side by side, you can just see the difference. Like the aluminum rod is much fatter, but there's much more material there, um, and the steel rod is just. I'm just at the capacity. I'm at the capacity of what a steel rod can take. So. Yep.
You're saying that the aluminum rod takes more beating,
It can, yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
more pressure,
yes.
and you're boosting how much on that?
Um, on methanol, up to 80 pounds, 85 pounds. Yeah.
And so the steel rod couldn't handle 80 pounds?
I don't want to say that it can't. I want to say that I don't want to find out. And
Okay.
the guys who are building these cars, big names like Cody Phillips or Granis or, I mean, dude, anybody that's got a fast billet block, Andy Kangura, anybody that's got a fast billet block, that's what they have in those is aluminum rod. I don't
Got
know
it.
a single steel rod 2,000 plus horsepower car. If they do exist, then it's probably some new rod that just came out, like BC 300M or something like that.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. That's beyond my budget, beyond probably most of our budgets, because I think we build cars to enjoy them and drive around, and you build cars to go super fast down the quarter mile.
Yeah, I mean the idea with my personal car is to set the half mile world record, the super half mile world record, which I believe is 2:17.
Oh wow.
Who holds it?
A guy in Qatar says that he did 2:17. There was a guy in Puerto Rico that did like 2:14, and then I believe Mike Burrell from Arizona
209 or 206, something like that.
209, I think,
Yeah.
is the like continental U.S. record.
Nice.
So
That's a
what's
big.
the fastest you've gone?
I went 197 in Lawrence's car. That was just down in Bakersfield. I mean, we had fired that thing up. I think we had that thing running for a week, and we took it down there to go shake it down and went 197.
Wow.
Um, and that was on a soft pass. I mean, it was like 40 pounds of boost and um, didn't really get out like very good. I mean, I mean, that's probably a 210 car in decent conditions. Um, Gensi's car behind me, he did 200, and I mean, there's a video of it, the in-car video. He's just skating all over the place, man. That terrifying. We pulled the Motec logs after that and looked at the wheel speeds, and it was insane. So
So that's the ECU of your choice, Motec. You keep trying to get me to go Motec, Motec, Motec.
yeah, we run
Right?
Motec and everything. It seems to be like the gold standard of ECUs.
Is that your opinion, or is that just like you think, or is that like
It's a
industry standard that people seem to, or
it's like, you know, this is where it gets kind of, you can get into like a debate
right,
with a lot of stuff. Like it's what we prefer to use. It's what my tuner is most comfortable using. It
right?
seems to be the most user friendly for us. Um, and like if you go to these big events, World Cup or TX2K or anything, and you
Mhm.
see anything that's fast, they're all pretty much all running Motec. A lot of stuff now is on Fuel Tech. A lot of stuff now is on Haltech. But we worked for years with Pro EFI. There's really nothing wrong with those to a certain level. It's just what we prefer. I think that the Motec is capable of doing a lot more than what we use them for in these 30-year-old Toyotas, but
Right.
they work really well. The John Reed firmware works really well. The boost control strategy, the traction control strategy, it works really well for us. And everything is priced pretty much the same now. I mean, even the new Haltex are like 4 grand or something like that. So when you're talking like saving money or whatever, like you're paying, that amount of money for an ECU anyway. We're gonna put a Motec in it. It's
Got it.
uh, it's they're nice.
So, I mean, obviously you use Motec, but do you think that you need to go Motec if you're trying to do, if you're not trying to go 1,000 plus horsepower, like let's just say I'm trying to go 750, 700. I mean,
Yeah.
is there anything you think that it's a lower budget ECU that will do that just fine, if not great?
They all
That
kind of work, and I don't necessarily think that an ECU should be like comparable on like a horsepower level.
okay,
A lot of what you use the ECU for are like all the protections and all of the like monitoring parameters and stuff and like putting protections in place. I like to think of it as insurance for your build.
oh, good,
They
good
all
to know.
have protections though. Even AEM Infinity, which like I to anybody that knows me knows that I don't think there's anything in the world I hate more than that ECU.
Right.
But like even AEM Infinity has protections and has,
But for its time, it was great, right? For its time, that
yes,
was like, whoa,
it works,
right?
and it worked a long time, but I don't think AEM is even around anymore. They got sold to Holly or something, so now there's
Yeah,
no support, and
yeah.
those things have always been known to like brick. So now, who knows what happens when, or I don't know.
It's crazy because
Yeah,
people still want to use that. I had one and I was able to sell it because somebody wanted AEM. And
yeah,
so here you go, have at it, you know?
they work, and like they can work, and even these, I'm sure that these cars would work on an AEM Infinity as well. However, like we have just got to this level now where like we don't. I don't want to. It's weird. We don't we don't negotiate with people anymore like on what we put in cars. Like
Right.
you drop your car off and you tell us how much power you want and you tell us how you want to use the car, and we're going to build it using the shit that we use on a day to day basis that we know that works, that we've proven time and time again that works, like So you can go somewhere else and you can run a Garrett turbo, and you can run a Haltech ECU, and you can run a built R154, and you can run FID injectors or whatever. And I'm sure that it works. But here we run precision, we run Motec, we run, built T56s or V160s or sequentials, um, because they just work. It just continues to work for us. So there's no reason for us to like really change, I guess. And
No,
that's
I
kind of our
completely,
recipe.
I completely understand what
Yeah.
you're talking about. When you give people too many options, now you're subject to liability, and you already know what works and how it's going to work
Yeah.
and what's going to break and what's not going to break.
He could
It's
streamline his process.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And I think it goes back to like In-N-Out. In-N-Out only offers you X amount of burgers because it works. Why would you want to offer a whole bunch of other stuff?
Yeah.
And look at them. There's a line out the door because lazy people don't want to cook at home
Yeah.
like me sometimes,
Yeah.
But I understand what you mean. You have it proven. You've done it. I mean, you drive the car. You're not just
Yeah.
a builder. You're not just a builder that has like an E36 sitting outside with a crappy 1J that
Yeah.
doesn't even run put together. Whatever. I'm not talking
We've
shit.
done it, man. And we've done it all the way from stock block 700, 600 horsepower cars to 2000 plus, and like everything in between.
Right.
And we've used a lot of what is available on the market, and we have decided that this combination of parts is what works for us in our shop. But if you go somewhere else and they're using other stuff, I'm not saying that it's wrong. It's just like they're using that stuff and we're using our stuff. Like
Right.
it's not a better or worse thing. Certainly there are certain levels and certain standards of stuff, but like this is just what works here. We're happy with it.
That's good. And that's what makes you successful, right? Because people already see your success, people see your results, and they're willing to pay to get your results. I mean, you have a car from Qatar?
Yeah, so
Dubai.
Qatar technically.
Yeah.
So yeah, that actually, it's kind of a crazy situation. The guy hit me up and wanted me to build him a motor, like a build in a box, basically. Build him a motor, transmission, rear end, um, Motec, fuel system, do all the fab in-house using one of our Supras, like as mock-up or whatever, and then ship him everything over. And he was gonna put it in a car that he was gonna buy over there. And then eventually he was just like, listen, like, I keep seeing these like builds that you do. Like, I want your car. I want your build. I was like, okay. So I found him that NA Auto in Iowa, and he wired me money, and I went to go get it and tore it all apart. We put all the stuff that we had built him in the car, and we're gonna ship him a whole car now. So
Nice.
That's cool. That shows the level of trust that people have from across the country. I mean, geez, I don't know about you guys, but I've seen videos of these guys drifting. There's no way I'm going to be able to drift. There's no way I'm going to go up those sand dunes the way these guys are going up these sand
Those are
dunes.
crazy.
Yeah,
the
they're
Nissan
crazy.
Patrols, and
Right?
man, I'd love to ride in one of those things. They
Yeah,
seem
that's
so cool.
probably your last drive ever. I mean, these guys are sitting in the back of these trucks and flipping and flying over and cutting in half, and they're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
I guess there's a bunch of I don't know, people out there, so they're expendable. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
You know?
those things are wild though, for sure.
Right? Yeah, that's cool, man. Hey, well, that's cool. That's good to know. But let's talk about. We were still talking about your car. So you did that. What about head? What'd you do for head work?
The head was a Head Games head. It's like starting from the bottom. We welded all the water jackets shut, so it's like totally flat on the bottom. Beryllium valve seats, um, Ferrea Comp Plus valves. I believe they're millimeter over. Ferrea super high pressure dual valve springs, some kind of crazy part number. And then the GSC R2M cams, which are like a 290 or something duration. They're
Nuts.
nasty.
Nuts.
Yeah, they're nasty.
What do you do for cam gears?
On that, what did I do on my car? I think I did PHR just to dress it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I did PHR just to dress them up. They're nice. I really like Powerhouse actually. They just continue to support the platform. They're coming out with new stuff all the time. Like those guys are really cool. They've even got like new titanium cam gears that cost $1 million, but they're super sick.
Wow.
They're cool.
I don't know if they're necessary, but I guess if you have the money, why not drop it? And harnesses. Do you guys make your own harness?
We work with a guy in Florida
Yeah.
who does our harnesses for us. I think he works with a couple other companies too, and each company has their own like spec. So we have like the PBR spec harness, which is full ray chem, sheathing, Tefcell wire. I tell him exactly like how I want stuff pinned and how I want the breakout inside the car set up, and I'm really happy with them. They're cool. We make like little random changes every once in a while based on who we're building the car for and what sensors we're getting. So we do like full race. So we'll add like crankcase pressure, nitrous input and output, um, exhaust back pressure, turbo speed, stuff like that. Um, and then the regular packages just get oil pressure, fuel pressure. We do coolant pressure on everything just because it's nice to monitor that.
Cool.
Yeah, just in case. But um, yeah, it's cool. Like they're nice. I mean, for the money, they're good. And there's some really nice engine harness builders out there. David Iowasi is one of them. Eric Lamb's another. Cody Phillips makes his. Um,
Eric Lamp actually knows what he's doing.
Eric Lamb makes amazing harnesses, man.
He
They're
does he
seriously
does those
nice.
headlights too.
Yeah, he does the
Yeah.
headlights too. Yeah, Eric's cool. I get it.
Eric's a cool guy. He's
Yeah.
been wanting to do my harness. I just don't have the money for that kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, but maybe he wants to. Maybe he's going to sponsor the SIV
Yeah,
podcast.
you could do my
you can do our
headlights.
harnesses and go
Do
from
your
there.
That'd be
do your
neat.
harness.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
That's cool.
Yeah, with my car, I think the cool things that we did on my car that we don't usually see is air to water. So we have it's not an air to air intercooler, it's an air to water. So I have an ice box in the car
Yeah.
and I fill with ice and water, and it we kick a pump on it, and the pump sends that ice water through like an air to water core, so the air passes through like a super cooled core.
Nice.
On the dyno at Civ, it was so cold that it was frosting over, like
Wow.
pretty crazy. So it's a you see the IATs just drop so significant. It's cool too because I can run the car. Um, it's 100 something degrees outside. It's the car doesn't really care. It's running the way that it runs.
Right.
Um, we also did kind of weird too a cable driven mechanical fuel pump. So there's a mechanical fuel pumps can't really pull fuel; they can only push fuel. So usually you run a surge tank in the front because it'll be able to pull from like a 2 foot length, but it's not going to pull from 15 feet from the back of the car to the front of the car. And I didn't want to run a surge tank in the front because I didn't want like fuel in the front of the car. So we ran a cable, a big fat cable off the back of the dry sump pump that when the dry sump turns, it turns that cable under the car and it spins the mechanical fuel pump. So I've got this mechanical fuel pump in the back of the car that flows 30 gallons a minute, and it can push all of that fuel to the front. Pretty sweet.
Where did you learn this stuff? Where did you learn like this is what I got to do? Let me try doing it.
Not YouTube, right?
I no, what's crazy is like, you get to like that level with car and there's not a whole lot of people that will tell you what's going on.
Right.
Luckily, Dana Westover, Virtual Works,
Yeah.
and Vic at Induction, those two guys were very helpful in the way that I set that car up. They were pretty open about helping me with it, and any kind of questions I had or concerns or whatever, I kind of ran through them, and they were able to help me. And then a lot of it too, we kind of just had to figure it out. A lot of it was trial and error. Crankcase ventilation system in that car. There's like 4 catch cans in that car.
Jeez.
Intermediate cans, rear cans, like it's pretty crazy. And yeah, it was a process, but I really liked doing it because we build these all day long. And I don't want to say it's cookie cutter, and I don't want to say it's like easy because it's not, but because we do it so much and we do it so often, um,
Muscle memory.
yeah, I wanted a challenge. Like, and it was really nice doing it on my own car because now I can take that and I can show people like, hey, we can build these now. So anybody that wants to pay me, yeah, I don't know, replicate that car, $250,000 probably, something stupid like that. Like,
$250,000.
dude,
Yeah.
probably, like, honestly. Um, Start to finish. Like if you were to take a bone stock Supra and turn it into that,
Yeah.
caged, all the fabrication, billet block, all the Motec stuff,
Yeah.
sequential 9. I mean, it's probably $250,000 like project.
You take payments?
I do. I do actually.
Take a mortgage.
But yeah, it's cool being able to do it on your own car.
Right.
And so I don't have to figure it out on somebody else's car, you know. So
Now, would you say, because let's talk about real quick where we met. You and I met Drift Motion.
yeah,
Was it? Yeah, right?
yeah,
And
FSR.
FSR. I worked there before you.
Yeah.
And then I got fired. No, I didn't get fired. I should have. But no, and then you came on board. What were you doing before that? Were you building cars already before that by yourself on your own?
I was a laboratory technician at a hospital in Rancho Mirage, and I
What do
was
you do that? What do you do as a laboratory technician?
worked in the laboratory. I was spinning blood and testing blood, cleaning all the machines. Very automated. Weird setting. It's really hard
Yeah.
to explain, but it's like it's a job a human does, but I swear, like probably in a year or two, like there's going to be no humans doing that job. It'll just be a very automated. And I work graveyards too, so I didn't have like
Oh,
any
man.
patient interaction. I didn't interact with any people. It was gnarly. And what I was doing in my spare time was working on Supras in my garage, and that's kind of how it started. I was getting all these cars in. I was working on all these cars, and then they would make their way. I think a couple of them actually made it to FSR for tuning,
Yeah.
and that's kind of how I got hooked up with one of the guys there. And then um, my car went over there for some final stuff and tuning at some stage in its life. I think like the 1,000 horsepower stage, and
At FSR?
at FSR,
Who
yeah.
worked on it? Was it
Ian tuned it. Fernando did a
Fernando?
lot of like the final stuff. I think they were helping me do like some wiring. I was really bad at wiring then.
And Derek was still there?
Derek?
Eric
Eric was not there at
was
that
already
time.
gone.
No, Eric was not there at that time. And that what was crazy. I mean, that whole thing with FSR, it was a great experience, and I really appreciate the opportunity. It was like that. It was I
Stepping stone, I think.
It was a stepping
Stepping
stone
stone.
for sure. Um, but walking into that situation, I had no idea what I was walking into. Like,
Yeah.
they hit me up one day. They're like, "Hey, do you want to work here?" And I was like, "Yeah." Oh my God, that's when I thought you needed like a mechanical engineering degree to work at a shop like that or something like that. And I was like, "Oh, they must like my work or whatever." And I came in, and Aaron was there, and Eric, and they're like, "When can you start?" And I'm like, "Cool, I'll start right now." Like, where is everybody? Where's like Fernando and Ian, and where's like I think Jason was still doing the fab, and
Oh, that's right.
um and Adam was doing like the wiring, and they're like, "Oh, they're not here." And I'm like, "Oh, they like at lunch or something?" And they're like, "No, it's like literally you and Eric, and that's it." I'm like,
Yeah.
and I walk into the shop with, dude, there must have been 15 Supras in there that had been sitting for God knows how long, and we
Yeah.
just worked to finish them all, and it was cool. It was,
Yeah. I'm
it
sure you
was
learned a lot
absolutely,
during
yeah.
that time, and I'm sure you got the Macaulay Culkin face, like, oh, like what the heck am I doing here?
It was yeah, it was pretty crazy. I definitely wasn't expecting it, but Aaron was great, and like Aaron just took charge, and I think it was right after Aaron had bought FSR.
Yeah.
And like he took charge, and he was just like, "Hey, like, start here, and just when you finish this one, do this one, and when you finish this one, do this one." And I
Right.
mean, I worked for 3 or 4 years just
Nonstop.
finishing a bunch of cars
Yeah.
there. So yeah,
Yeah, I remember we I'd go there and talk to you once in a while and pick at your brain and stuff like that.
yeah, I
And
learned
then
a lot there. I learned a lot.
oh,
It
I
was
know you
cool.
did. So when you look back now, you look at back at where when you started at FSR to where you are at now, are you like, holy shit, like,
It's two completely different things. I mean, like
right?
that was really I was still amateur when I was like at FSR.
Right.
I was still learning how to do things. Felt well, I wasn't building engines. I wasn't doing any wiring. Um, I still wasn't sure about the ins and outs of like electrical diagnostic or anything that was going on with them. A lot of it was like anxiety about getting a car and maybe thinking to yourself like, maybe I can't do this, like maybe I can't figure out what's wrong with it, or maybe I can't do what they want me to do. And I
Right.
mean, I don't feel like that anymore. I feel like there's nothing that we haven't done. And if we do come up on a like situation where we aren't like sure, I don't feel any anxiety about it at all. Like we'll be able to figure it out and we'll be able to fix it and we'll be able to get it done. Like it's a very it's a good feeling.
That's great, especially as a customer. I can imagine that that would be a good feeling for me coming to a shop and knowing that my the guy building the shop building my car has that confidence, has the
Mhm.
knowledge, has the data and the team behind it to execute my project that I'm paying so much money for.
Yeah.
And now tell me, you have how many workers here?
There's 4 of us total.
Yeah.
I've Garrett, he's the fabricator, basically like the foreman. He's the dude when I'm not here.
Cool.
Garrett's amazing. I mean, the kid is so talented. And then I've got Cohen. Cohen's like a young kid, real. I mean, that kid. He's great. He's whips his laptop out, and I mean, dude, he's scanning stuff, and like that's the newest, coolest thing that we're doing is being able to do like these one-off like billet things, and a lot of it is just Cohen's ability to scan stuff. That was new to me. He's like, we were talking one day, and he's like, "Oh, I can like scan this and design this," and
Like 3D printing stuff like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
so it was pretty crazy. Like we had a customer that had like this Nardi steering wheel, and he wanted a rolling anti-lag button on the steering wheel, but it's not a real way to do it.
Mhm.
You can't just glue it to the steering wheel. So like he designed this bracket that bolted to the hub and then came out and was like, the perfect tolerance of the button that we got, the momentary button that we got. And like he designed the whole thing, 3D printed it, came to the shop, test fit it, worked, sent the CAD, thing to a billet guy, had him cut it, and we installed it and it was flawless. It was perfect.
Yeah,
And like
that's pretty sick.
man, that was like the first time where I was like, this is really cool. Like
Mhm.
this is something being able to being able for a customer to walk in and be like, this is what I want, and it being like, okay, no problem, and just being able to do it was really neat.
You could possibly make those, gauge clusters too, right? Scan it, like, if you have a different, not a cluster, but the screen, those 7-inch screens for
Oh,
your
those
gauge.
ones that you hook up either Bluetooth or USB,
Uh,
like the interface
can.
screen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can, yeah,
yeah, we use the BTIs a lot, or we use the Motec screens, but we've made like mounts and stuff for them to go around,
yeah.
for sure. Um, by the way, I've got Dylan here as well. So I
Oh,
just want,
okay.
yeah, it's like, yeah,
So that's three,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's cool. That's the thing about these new kids, these new generation, man. These kids, I mean, you look at them and you look like they come straight out of the Andy Griffith show,
yeah,
but they got so much knowledge
Yeah.
yeah,
because they apply themselves to learn the new generational
yeah,
technology that's coming out that I don't have the brain for. I
yeah,
don't know if you do. Maybe to me, I'm like, all right, that looks great, dude. Handle that. I'm gonna handle these bigger things.
yeah.
You handle that, and together you make this team where it works, man.
It's good. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm not a technology person at all. So like the whole scanning stuff and this is all so new to me, and it's really cool that like Cohen and Dylan are doing this kind of stuff. And I love to see it. And it's great that we can offer it.
Right.
When I look at for people to, I really like the team that we have here now, and I don't feel like it's going to. I don't want it to change. Um, a lot of a lot of past stuff like when I look for people to like come in here and work, I kind of don't really look at their mechanical ability. I know that sounds really dumb, but what I look for, because I can teach anybody to build Supras the way that I want them built. We're all using the same stuff. We're all using like that other, maybe not the same stuff, but in the whole package at the end, it's still just we're building 1,000 horsepower Supra, and I can teach you how I want that car built, how I want things ran, how I want things to look, but I can't teach you things like cleanliness, organization, um,
Loyalty,
problem solving, loyalty, common sense. It's a big one. Like,
dependability.
yeah, you can't teach that. So like I look for people that have those qualities, and then I teach them to do things the way that I want them done. And the way the team that we have now is by far the best team that I've ever had in the entire, like, of having my business. So like this is we're getting things done, and I like it.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you mean, man. I see these guys working hard. And by the way, if you hear noises here, that's just the fully operational shop as we're doing the
Yeah, they're
podcast.
working.
Yeah,
So
Dylan's back there crimping XRP, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
yeah, so we apologize, but we really don't apologize because this is what we knew this was going to happen. Now, you and I, well, actually, you left FSR and then you opened up, you decided to open up your own shop, which was a big milestone for you,
It was, yeah.
right? You opened it up in San Bernardino.
Yeah, that's where it started. It was terrifying. Um, that was this probably the scariest thing I've ever done is actually signing the lease on that place and thinking like I hit some people up and I was like, hey, I'm gonna start doing this myself. Like, can I count on you to bring your car to me
Mhm.
to get it done? And they're like, yeah. And I had about 10 or 15 people that I had like locked in, friends through the community and stuff. And remember when I opened and I settled in, I epoxied the floors and stuff, and I started bringing the cars in. I filled that whole shop the first day. There's even a picture I have on my Instagram from back in 2019 or whatever, where the entire shop is just filled with Supras. There's no tools, there's no lifts, there's nothing in that place. And I remember going home that night thinking, like, dude, like, if I build all of these and then nobody else comes, like, I'm so screwed, you know? And like, what am I gonna do? And
Right.
it just evolved into what it is now, and it's
Snowballed, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's really cool. And like, building the cars is the easiest thing about doing this. That's what I always tell people, like running the business and managing the business and dealing with customers and dealing with bills and all the permits and all the like stuff you've got to deal with as like a business owner. Like, man, that is what is difficult for me.
Yeah.
Building 1,000 horsepower super is easy as hell compared to that.
Right,
All the
because now you're not only being the builder, now you're being like human resources
Yep.
or
The
anything that has
accountant.
yeah,
Yeah,
accountant
Yeah.
and stuff like
yeah.
that. And I'm sure you're probably gonna have to hire somebody to do those things in the
I
future.
got a tax guy. I got a book guy, so that's cool. But updating invoices, dealing with customer relations, following through on parts ordering and stuff, that's all me. I still build all the engines. I still do all the wiring. Um, Teaching Cohen how to do like a lot of the wiring now too, like battery relocations and stuff. So that's taken a little off my plate, but there are some things that I will always do no matter what. Building the engines and doing a lot of the wiring. I think that's just kind of I like doing it, honestly, too, especially building engines. I love doing it.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about that when we go to that engine room because I
Yeah,
have some questions. You have your own engine room
yeah,
here, as you did in the other place in San Bernardino.
yeah.
Now you were there in San Bernardino for how many years?
I was there for five, 5 years, almost 6 years.
And that went by like that,
So fast.
right?
Yeah. Saw expansion. I saw a lot of ups and downs. Somebody told me when I first started my business, they're like, you were going to struggle and want to just die for about 3 years. And it took 3 full years for me to actually like settle in and kind of understand um, how to do how to run the business. And so the last like 2 years, it was nice. It was floating, making money and stuff. It was cool. Paid for this expansion. The expansion was out of necessity. I mean, we had too many cars. I hated moving stuff in and moving stuff out at the beginning of the day, pushing it in. Had no room for any of the parts and stuff. And I mean, I go back to that shop now and I look in there because I know the guy that's like, subleasing it from me like right now. And I'm like, dude, I can't believe that I was operating for so long out of this building. Tiny compared to this. It's half of this one building, and we have that other building across the street too. So
Yeah, and that was my next question. You outgrew it, and that's what made you want to come out here to Hemet, which was, let me tell you, it was far as hell.
Yeah, it was pretty
It was
far.
pretty far.
yeah,
I almost want to get a hotel here to stay. No, it's not
it's
that far. It's only an hour away from my house and
it's
probably
a
an hour
little
and
Hour
a
bit
and
half
of a
to two.
trek.
hour and
Yeah,
45 for me.
it's a little bit of a trek.
Yeah, but it's cool. I mean, it's a bigger shop. I can see. Uh, you know what I like about what I've always liked about your shops is that you take in only what you're going to be able to finish at a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
you're not taking in like millions of cars, like robbing Peter to pay Paul.
No.
And that's what I think makes the shop successful. And
Yeah.
I think that only is successful in the beginning of your business
Yeah.
when you're able to knock out what you need to knock out and pay what you need to pay, and then slowly continue.
Yes.
And then obviously snowballing into
Yeah.
where you're at now.
I've seen how other shops operate and I've experienced a little bit of it. Like I was never, especially when I started the business, like I don't think I managed money as well as I do now for sure. So there
Right.
were a couple circumstances right at the very beginning where like, I was getting paid for stuff and you've got this money and you're like, oh man, I've got a few extra bucks in my pocket. So you spend it on tools, you spend it on this or that or whatever, and then you go to work on something, you're like, oh man, I don't have this. Like, oh, that's where that money was.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So there are two different types of people. There are people that do that and then they just continue to dig themselves further,
Right.
or there are people that realize that they can't do this, they learn how to manage it, and they dig themselves out, and then they keep
Right.
you know keep uh
Yeah.
keep that. That's the type of person that I was, but like I mean, it's terrifying to me, like to think that you're to get in deep like that. It wasn't even that much money. It was maybe a couple $1,000s. Like, but at the very beginning of how I was, like, at the very beginning of the business, that was significant to me. That was a significant amount of money, and like that anxiety feeling. That's something I'd never ever want to feel ever again. So that's something I nipped like pretty quick. Is being able to manage that.
Well, I think that's what every millionaire feels in the beginning, right? This is the beginning of your success, and the risk and everything that's just unknown to you in the future. But if you don't take the risk, you won't know the payout.
Yeah,
And you did. You kind of knew the risk, and I'm sure you were, like you said, you were terrified. But
yeah.
here you are now in a new shop, two buildings, and you just got yourself a Lambo. I
I
mean,
bought a
you're on your
Lambo.
way up, dude. I mean, what can I say?
Yeah,
If that doesn't show you success, I
the
don't know what
Lambo
does.
was a business decision. That's like I I I want to start building turbo kits for them. I want to start doing like custom fabrication on exotics and stuff. And I thought that it would be a good decision to buy one and use it as promotion and use it as the guinea pig, kind of how I used my car as the race car guinea pig, and grow from there. It wasn't like a thing where I was like, oh man, I'm making money and I've got a business. I'm gonna buy myself a Lambo and drive around and look cool. Like, no, this way. This was just another business decision for me, honestly.
Well, I'm sure looking cool is also in your mind, but I
It's
did,
not bad. I mean,
right?
it's yeah, it's
It looks
cool. I
cool,
mean, yeah, it's
Just
a
use
but
it to get some coffee, huh?
yeah, I do. The
yeah, I
guys
saw.
make fun of me. They're like, because every morning I come in and I fire it up and I go get coffee, and I'm like, dude, I'm driving, I think 2 miles a day. Like, just let me have this. Let
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
have this. You don't understand the struggle, the blood, sweat, and tears, the
Oh yeah.
the sacrifices that I've made the last 8 years to do this, to finally be in my little position to go get my coffee in my Lambo. Like, let me just have this.
Yeah.
I completely,
Yeah.
I can relate, man. I can totally relate to that. And yeah, dude. I mean, you're not new to Lambos though, because I remember when you were in your other shop
Mhm.
in San Bernardino, you had a Lambo there that you were building. And I remember you telling me I would try to get a hold of you or try to meet up with you, and you're like, "No, man, I got to go fly east, back east, because you're gonna work on somebody's Lambo." And I was
Yep.
like, "What the heck?" Like,
I was working with a guy who has a shop in the Inland Empire. He builds turbo kits for Lambos, and I was commissioned by him to wire up like Motex in them. So he was bringing me along to kind of work. He would fly out to Florida. We went to Florida a couple times,
right,
Texas, and he was having me do. Turns out at the end, I was doing a lot more than just doing like the Motex, but it really got me familiar with the platform. I don't want to say that I know everything. This is going to be like a major learning experience for us, but I'm excited for it. But at least I'm like kind of familiar with the ins and outs, and um, I think that my experience with Motec and Garrett's fabrication skills and our just general our
knowledge.
our general knowledge. We're working with Dana too. Dana's got these intercoolers and heat exchangers and stuff that he's going to be making for us. And I think between our skill level here and Dana helping, that we're going to be able to like turn out some really good stuff. I'm not trying to put, I'm not trying to put underground racing out of business or anything like that. Like, there's no way. But I mean, if I build 5 or 6 of them a year, and just like do really good quality builds like we do in the Supras, like I'm cool with that. Like
Yeah.
it's they're fun. It's different. Um, and it's an extremely capable platform. I mean, it's the next greatest thing. I don't think there's going to be anything faster than a turbo Lambo or a GTR like in a really long time. Like for a really long time, they're just incredible platforms.
Yeah,
Or a Viper.
that's insane to me, man. To me, that's I remember when I was a kid or younger, I wanted to go super fast, and once I went super fast, like that's I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm good with
Yeah.
800 horsepower.
Yeah.
This guy you just keep having more and more aspirations and more
Horsepower
desires.
junkie.
Speed's so relative, man. It's so, you think something is so fast until you ride in something even faster. Like that Supra behind me, Jensi's car, is absolutely terrifying to ride in. You know,
Right.
it's as close to 2,000 horsepower as you can, probably get in a Supra, in a street driven Supra,
Right.
and then you get in a 25 or 26 or 2,800 horsepower Lambo, and it's like it's you, words can't even describe like what that feels like.
See, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know.
what
either.
about you? You think you'd want to go that fast? 2,000
No.
horsepower Lambo. I'm scared now. I really am scared. I'm scared. I'm a freak accident.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I'm scared of freak accidents that I've gotten this far, and I'm gonna die in a stupid Supra going
Yeah.
2,000
Yeah.
horsepower.
I like to say though that like if it was safe and it wasn't dangerous, then it would not be exciting. Anything that is exciting in life is dangerous and can probably kill you. And that is why it's exciting.
Like getting married.
Yeah, I can't relate
Don't
to
do
that,
it.
but
Speaking
I
about
can't
getting
relate to that, but
oh,
yeah.
onto that topic, getting married. You have a new girlfriend.
I do. I have a girlfriend. Her name is Renee. She's
Renee.
awesome.
Yeah.
We just moved in together in
What?
wine
I didn't know
country.
this.
Yeah, wine
Wine
country,
country.
Temecula. Yeah,
Nice.
just like a couple weeks ago.
You guys buy a place? Are you gonna buy a place?
No, we rented a place.
Yeah.
This is kind of like a stepping stone for us as far as like living together and stuff. I told her
Yeah.
this is the last rental property I ever move into. Next
Nice.
time I move, it's going to be a house that I own. So
That's good. So you're actually civilized now because before you lived in a shithole.
yeah, in Colton, I lived in an apartment
Yeah.
there, and it was rough. And then I moved to Crestline. I lived in Crestline for like 3 years, and I love the mountains. I
Oh,
absolutely
dude.
love
Is that
the
your house out
mountains.
there in the mountains or
Yeah, Crestline.
that's yours?
No, that
Oh,
was renting
that
that
was
one
also
too.
renting?
Yeah, but that's kind of my thing.
Good stuff, man. Crestline, yeah, dude. I would love to live in Crestline, or not even Crestline, just somewhere out there where where we can, just meet. I like the mountains too.
Mountain living is there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
The air is so fresh.
I take the mountains any day over ocean,
Me too, 100%.
right?
Yep. Yeah, I would be perfectly fine never seeing an ocean ever again for my entire life if I'm living
In the
out
mountains, right?
out in the mountains.
I agree, dude. I agree, and that's why I have my trees tattooed here because
Yeah, hell yeah.
I like the trees.
gotta-
That's the plan for me.
I got to pee so bad.
All right, so we're in our break time. Check out our sponsor for the SIV Podcast, episode 3. All right, well, we're back. We're back after our little break and our word from our sponsor or the video from our sponsor, and no longer. This is why he keeps peeing. Look at him. He's got, what do you got, bubbly there?
Dude,
What are you drinking?
sponsor me, bubbly, please.
Bubbly.
I absolutely love these. When I quit drinking, I started crushing these things. I drank so many of them.
Well, we were sponsored by Liquid Death one year, and I'm trying to see. I'm trying to have them back on board. Maybe they'll sponsor the SIV podcast as well.
Those are great.
I love Liquid Death,
Yep. Those are
and I love them too because they're very, very low carbs and they're all natural flavors as well.
great. These are zero.
This contains zero juice, but is there any sweetener to these? No sweet. Is it
I
sweet?
don't think so.
It's just
Taste
bubbly.
it. Taste it. It's
I had
just
one before, but I'm
it's just
asking.
natural flavor. I don't know. I don't know what that means, but
No calories, no sweeteners, all smiles.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of sparkling water, dude. That's all I drink. I
it's
can't
just
drink.
flavor.
You like
Yeah.
LaCroix?
I like LaCroix. I'll drink
Yeah.
LaCroix.
Those are good.
I think it's LaCroix.
Okay,
No, I'm just kidding. I have no clue.
I don't know.
It's fancy.
Now, you drink this now, but let's get a little personal with you.
Oh, buddy.
You had a little issue, and I remember because when you would go to SIV,
Oh, yeah.
you wouldn't show up. You became a little undependable.
Oh yeah.
You became, just MIA. You became a flake, and I can talk
Mhm.
to you like this because you're my friend. I'm your friend.
Yep.
But I remember that you loved the sauce.
Loved it.
You lived by it,
I loved it.
and you
Vegas was always worse than all the other times though. I mean, I always liked to drink a little bit more than I probably should, but Vegas was always, I feel like that's the time that everybody saw me, so everybody just figures that that's how I was all the time.
Right.
And there's certainly times where I was like that a lot, but like dude, like Vegas was my time to like let loose. You know,
Right.
I don't think people understand the amount of like stress and how dude, I was living at the shop for 2 or 3 weeks before Vegas trying to get cars there.
right.
And then when I would like, I'd get them all out, I'd get all the cars there, and then it was like my time to let loose. And so I always drank a little bit too much. And then Vegas is like, dude, yeah, definitely drank way too much in Vegas. There were entire years of Vegas where I don't even really remember. And like, I'm not really proud to say that, but it's just the reality of it. There was one year I woke up in, I think I couldn't get
In my
in.
bed. You woke up in my bed.
Did I?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I mean, see, I don't even know. Like, dude, I don't even know.
That's why we're good buds now.
There was one
No, you
year
didn't.
where like I was absolutely just annihilated, and like I was staying at the Excalibur and I couldn't remember what room I was in. And
Oh, wow.
I went up to the front desk and I'm trying to explain to them that I don't remember where my room was,
Right.
but I don't think that the room was under my name, and I couldn't remember the last name of the person that I was
Who
rooming
you're
with.
staying with?
So I ended up going back to the parking garage because everybody just goes to the parking garage and hangs out like 3 o'clock in the morning, and falling asleep in that staircase in the corner that
Oh,
everybody
wow.
pisses in, you know?
Oh, you're over
Yes.
there. Yeah, that's cool.
So I wake up like 7 a.m. and I'm sleeping in the staircase, and I'm like, it's just another sieve, you know?
Hey, pro tip, every year I always take a picture of my room number every year,
Yeah,
just in case. You never
dude,
know.
smart.
Yeah.
Now I don't have to have that problem anymore because some people can just drink and be cool. Like I was never a person that could have like one or two and just stop. If I'm drinking 20 beers. That's just the way I always was. And so like, I decided like I just need to stop doing this to myself. And once I made the decision, it was the easiest thing I've ever done.
So would you say you identified yourself as an alcoholic, like a full-on alcoholic?
Probably. I mean, like, if you want to define alcoholic, it's like, anybody that has an issue with alcohol. Some people drink and get like, angry and abusive. Some people
Was that
just,
you?
I don't, I want to say no. I want to say like maybe sometimes if I got like really, really messed up, like, and I was put in the wrong circumstance, but a lot of times I was just, a lot of times, no.
No, it was just you just were blacking out.
Yes, a blackout. Yeah, blackout. But then I would just kind of like fall asleep. But I mean, either way, like I don't even really think that matters. The thing was that like I think that I was just drinking too much, and again, a lot of people can do it. A lot of people can function, and that's who I was. But it ended up being a thing where like I feel like I was better than that. Like I want to focus more on the business. I want to focus more on like my health. I want to focus more on just living a decent life. And when I decided to stop drinking, that was kind of it. A lot of people stop because they have like some kind of major thing that
Trauma.
happens in their
Yeah.
life, and that didn't really wasn't really me. It was just one day I just woke up super hungover and I was like, dude, I stopped doing this to myself.
It's not fun anymore after a
Yeah,
while,
it's
right?
not fun anymore. Yeah, it's not fun anymore. And so just stopped. That was it.
So you don't drink at all, a little bit, not even.
Not not at all. And it's because I know that like if I start drinking again, like
Mhm.
I can't stop. So it's like so I just don't. It's just but I love my life without it. Like
Really?
it's I should have done it I should have done it years ago. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been a little over 2 years now.
that's good, man.
Yeah,
Congratulations. And I'm
thank you.
sure a lot of you guys out there, if you guys have that issue, I mean, it's not, what would you give them, and how would you, what advice would you give somebody that just can't stop?
Dude, a lot of people, like, honestly, like, a lot of people, it's so socially acceptable to just be that way that a lot of people just go through life just drinking their lives away and not really realizing that it's a problem. But if you are drinking and you think that you might have a problem, there chances are you probably do have a problem, And like, I don't want to say that you should abstain. I don't want to say that you like, everybody needs to be sober like me or whatever, but like if you think that you do, there's a really good chance that you probably should. And like it's okay to talk about it. Like, it's a very socially acceptable to drink alcohol, and I think people think that because it's socially acceptable that it's okay, and it is to a certain extent. If you could go out and have a beer or two and like exist and be cool, or you get drunk a weekend or whatever because you're out with the boys or whatever. Like to me, I think that's perfectly fine. But I'm not a person that can like really do that, and so I kind of just say say no.
So you,
But
Yeah.
so you become addicted to it, and you just want more and more and stuff like that.
I just like there's just something
Yeah.
in me that just like I can't stop. I have like 2, 3 beers, and then it's like 4, 5, 6, and then it's just
It's over.
then it's over. And it was always beer. I wouldn't even really do shots or whatever unless I was in Vegas, of course. But
Damn.
yeah, just Coors Light, man. Just
You got drunk off a Coors Light?
yeah, you drink like 30 of them, 20 of them. Yeah,
That's a
fuck
lot.
yeah, dude.
That's a
Like,
lot.
No, yeah,
yeah,
when you have an empty stomach, man, those things hit. I mean,
Yeah.
my
yeah.
my beer of choice is a Michelob Ultra, and
Mm,
once in a while, I'll come home and I'll have one or two. If I really like how it tastes, I'll have a michelada, maybe another one and another one. Before you know it, I'm 2 or 3 in, but I'm cool with it. I'm
yeah,
done with it. I'm not drunk. I'm not buzzed, unless I haven't had anything in my stomach. Then I'm like, okay. I'm a little buzzed, but
yeah.
that's just as a little nightcap, just for me to knock out and
And
chill,
I think that that's perfectly fine. There are
right?
people that can just there are people that can do that and be okay. I'm not one of them, and I'm okay with like I understand that, so I'm just not even gonna try.
Got it.
Yeah,
Well, hey man, congratulations
thank you.
on acknowledging that
Thanks.
and taking the action for you to either stop it or cure it, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That's super big of you, and I think that's another trait of a successful person.
A lot of successful people that I've met, they say that that is the first thing that they once they started like growing their business and they started like taking things seriously and like growing themselves. That's a lot of people. That's what they say. The first thing they do is cut out alcohol. So it's
Yeah,
just
I can
detrimental to progress.
understand that. Yeah, I get it, man. Well, again, congratulations on that, and
Thanks.
congratulations on the shop. Congratulations on you finding somebody and them really um, putting you in a state of mind where you are now living in a civilized home.
Yeah,
You
she's
know,
great. She's sober too. So,
That's good.
yeah, so it works out really well, and we both kind of feel the exact same way about it. Our lives are so much better like without alcohol. So,
good stuff, man.
yeah.
Good stuff. That's
Hi,
awesome.
Renee. Yeah.
You don't say hi, babe.
Hey, babe.
He doesn't want to show his soft side.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wants to be tough. He wants to be
She'll
tough.
tell you I don't have one.
She does. You
A soft
do.
side?
You have a soft side. You
I
can
don't
be a
know.
jerk. I know you
Yeah,
can be a jerk,
I
but I think
can.
that's just your defense because you feel like if you're too soft, people are going to take advantage of you. That's my opinion, my observation on you.
Yeah,
But you have a good heart. Um, I wouldn't like you if you didn't have a good heart.
thank you.
So I think you do. And I noticed she has tattoos.
Yeah, she's covered. She's got way more than me, I think.
You have a lot of tattoos, and they're super cool, full color.
I did get my sleeve done recently. Guy Sasha O'Karen in LA absolutely killed it.
Sasha
Big
O'Karen.
Lebowski, my
Dude,
favorite movie.
It's insane,
Yeah,
bro.
John Goodman.
Insane work.
Yeah, and then Jeff Bridges, Steve Buscemi, and John Turturro's up there. The Jesus.
What's he sucking on?
He's licking a bowling ball.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's amazing. Dude, it looks like
Yeah. Took a long time, 160 hours I think I sat, so
Oh wow.
it was brutal.
can't even imagine what that cost.
It
All
was
of
a
that.
lot. It was 160 hours, and like $200 an hour, so you could do
Wow.
the math. Yeah.
Wow.
Some of it was he doesn't charge for touch-ups though. Some sessions were just like touch-up sessions, but I mean it all evened itself out at the end. I'm just glad it's over, honestly. It
You're
was
done?
just,
You're not gonna do the other one?
maybe eventually I bought the Lambo instead. So
Yeah, I think that's a better
Yeah.
investment. My favorite
Yeah.
tattoo that you have is the cow.
Yeah, I know. I got a cow. Actually, Renee and I on Renee's sober 1 year anniversary, her and I went and got tattoos. She got a Joshua tree on her foot,
What?
and I got the cow.
Why the cow? What does the cow represent?
I love cows. There's some random thing people don't really know this about me well, they should know. I absolutely love animals. And cows are kind of like my favorite animal. And my old dog Molly, she was this pit mix I had for like 15 years. I had her from like a little puppy to when she finally passed away like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
That was the one with the extra titty on the side, right?
Yeah, she had a tumor at the end. Yeah, it was
I
rough.
called it the titty. It was a tumor.
Yeah, she actually ended up dying of old age, but I called her my little cow. She was all like spotted, so
Ah.
like called her my little cow. So this was kind of like my little tribute tattoo for Molly.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, as far as I can remember, you at the shop in San Bernardino, you had a couple dogs. You had
Yep.
Molly, and you had the little. Was it Chihuahua? What
Yeah,
was that thing?
Jack. Man, he's crazy little bastard, dude. He was wild. He was I found him on the street in India when I was like 18, and dude, he just
Yeah, his dogs were like only a mother could love.
yeah.
They were those type of dogs. But hey,
Jack was rad, dude. I honestly I hated him at first. I hated little dogs. I hated him. I couldn't wait for somebody to come find him or take him from me, and like that feeling went on for like a year. I was
Right.
like, why do I have this dog? It sucks. And like then finally, dude, like one day he was at the dog park
yeah,
and there was another dog that like was playing rough with Molly, and Molly was like a little puppy, and he like ran up and like defended her,
yeah.
and I'm like, okay, you know what?
Both of you are coming.
This dog's cool, man. Like this,
Yeah.
Jack ended up being super cool. He was a great dog. And I got Gordy. Gordy is Gordy's the best dog ever. I mean,
Yeah, he's a good dog.
He's just an incredible
Is
dog.
that an Old Yeller dog?
He's a golden retriever.
Golden Retriever. Is that the Old Yeller, right? You remember that movie, Old Yeller?
Old Yeller was a yellow lab, I thought.
Was that Labrador?
Dude, I don't know, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, he's great. He's anything if you read like, if you Wikipedia, Google like golden retriever traits, like he's just the dictionary definition of a golden retriever.
Really?
Super smart, super loyal, super chill, goofy, um, just loves life. He comes to the shop every single day, just hangs out. Just call him he's the head of customer relations, and yeah.
Do you let him ride in the Lambo?
He did. The first day I got it in bought it in Atlanta, and then I had it shipped to Phoenix because I was out there for a racing event, and
Right.
it just so happened that the transport truck was going through Atlanta or going through Phoenix the day that I was there. So I was like, "Hey, drop it off. I'm here." So, and yeah, they dropped it off the transport truck. I had Renee was there, so Renee and I went out to get coffee, and we drove it to the Airbnb that we were at. And then we had to go to the racetrack, and I put Gordy in the passenger seat, and I went out and drove him.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, Renee, he does have a soft side.
He
Yeah,
hated
see,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
He likes perros.
Yep.
Likes the
Yeah.
doggies. No, he's a good-looking dog. Obviously, much better looking than your other two.
Yeah, they were special. To
Jack
me.
and Molly were.
Gordy, everybody loves Gordy.
Gordy's a good-looking dog,
Gordy,
man.
come here.
I like dogs. You know, I really like dogs, but especially when they're not mine.
Come on. Oh yeah.
There he
there's
is.
Gordy.
Oh yeah, dude. What's that? I know.
Say something. Say something, Gordy.
He's the best. There you go.
Where's his Supra?
Yeah.
Kitty, you don't need a Supra. He's driving a Lambo. He's riding a Lambo.
His
He's got the
Lambo.
He's got the Lambo. I've driven him in Supras before.
It's a
But,
cool dog. Yeah, I like dogs, man. I like little dogs, tiny dogs. You know.
yeah.
These guys poop like bigger than me. No thanks.
Yeah.
Little dogs, like little Cheetos. I love it. You know, my girl.
You have two, right? Two?
No, I don't have any dogs anymore, man.
Oh, no more.
No, my
Okay.
daughter took. We have a little white dog named Sally, short for Celica. And yeah, she's a great dog. Her breath stinks, but she's a great dog. My daughter just I told her, hey man, I don't have time for this dog, so you need to take her to where you live and raise. I mean, Sally loves my daughter. She knows. You know when dogs just know
Attached.
you, right?
Yeah.
What is it? What do you call it? An imprint, or what do they call it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that Sally's just, she knows that my daughter Maya owns her, you know, or is her partner.
That's her
or
human.
soulmate. Yeah, that's her
Yeah.
human. So, but she's a great dog. My stepdaughter has a little doggy, a little Yorkie mix. I don't know what it is, but it's such a cute little dog. They named her Horchata, and I like to hug a little tiny dog.
Yeah.
And her poop is the size of a Cheeto, brown Cheeto. It looks just like a Cheeto, man. You can leave those things out there for days, and it won't be as big as one of your poops
Yeah.
a day. So yeah, I like little dogs like that.
That's
But
funny.
and again, just because they're little and they don't shed, this guy shedding all over my.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
he
dude, he sheds like
Look at
crazy.
this is crazy.
He
That's what
sheds
I.
like crazy,
That's the only
yeah.
thing I can't stand about animals that shed. But
The funny, I'm allergic to dogs, which is crazy. Like,
See?
I'm always stuffy. You can probably even hear it. I'm
Yeah,
always
yeah.
stuffy, but I will have a dog for the rest of my life. I don't even care. Like,
until you have kids, I think that'll change.
I don't know if I'm ever. I'm 30. I don't know if I'm ever. Gonna have
It's still
kids.
doable.
My
It's still
brother and
doable.
sister just had. My brother had a kid, and my sister had a kid, and
It's different.
I'm an uncle now, and I like that. I like being able to see them and be the cool uncle and not have any responsibility over them whatsoever.
Well, again, it's different. A lot of people say they don't want kids, and honestly, I won't do it again. I have two. I won't do it again. You have two.
They're right there.
Yeah, you have two.
they're
Jeremiah,
here. Noah.
Noah over here. And would you
These
do
are
it again?
your sons?
Yeah, those are my
Oh,
boys.
dude,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought
Yeah. They're men now, huh? Look at
Even though
them.
they look like you picked them up in Hemet. No, dude,
Yeah.
they're your kids.
crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought
right?
they were just. I
Just
thought they
kids
were-
you found in
yeah,
Hemet. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna name them Jack and Molly.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. He's got two. I got two. My daughter's 21. My son's 17.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
Yep.
My stepdaughter now, she's 7, and her other stepson, I guess he's 16. So
Yeah.
I guess I kind of started over. But you know what? I hate saying that cliche. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
But everything happens the way it's supposed to happen,
Yeah.
and there's a reason why. It's going to teach you a lesson. You're going to learn something. You've learned a lot.
Yeah.
Again, you know, if you're not making progress in your life, you're just standing still like water. I don't think you're going to move anywhere. You're not going to move
Totally.
forward.
There's no way I could have had a kid like 10 years ago or whatever. Like I was, it's not. Right now is the best position I've ever been in my life, and so like now is the time for me to have a kid. If I was like now is the time for me to actually think about it. But honestly, I've discussed it and thought about it. I don't
You don't know
think
yet?
I don't think it's in my future, to be honest.
Well, you never know, man. You never know. You never know what'll happen. Again, it's a great
Gotta
experience for me.
pass the Supra legacy on to somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Yeah,
gonna work
dude.
on these
Yeah.
30, 40-year-old Toyotas when I'm done with them.
It's either that or you put my kids on your
I'm just kidding.
On your will.
will,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
My kids will, yeah,
Somebody's got to get my toolbox when I'm dead and gone.
I'll take it. That's pretty cool.
Just
Snap
come
on. What's that,
get
like
it. I'm not
$25,000
gonna-
toolbox?
Yeah, no, you're gonna bury me in it. Probably just put me right up there and just close the.
That'd be actually
close
pretty
the
cool, dude.
hatch. Right.
You know what you
Just
should
put
do
all
is
my
take.
shit in
Yeah,
there,
I think you should
Leave
take
it all in there.
all the drawers out and bury you in the bottom, and the top would be Renee.
Perfect. Oh, there you go.
And then the one over there will be all your dogs on the left, the cabinet.
We moved into this house together like 2 or 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I've got like all my cremated dogs, and she's got all her cremated dogs, and we've just got this like bookshelf filled with like dead dogs, man. It's
See,
pretty
that's
gnarly.
pretty horrible.
Yeah, I mean it's not, because it's just that's life, unfortunately.
No,
You
no,
know,
I'm
like
just kidding. I know.
I told her she put one of her dogs down recently. It's
Oh,
old
man.
dog. She's like 17, and I told her, like, if you didn't if it was inevitable, if dogs didn't pass, you know, and
Right.
like they live forever, then you wouldn't appreciate the time that you had with them. Like, you know, so
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I hear you. Well, we're good. We're good with that. Let's talk a little more. We're gonna move on from that personal side of you and your dogs and the stuff like that. I wanted to talk about the shop, tuning. You had a dyno in San Bernardino, and now you no longer have a dyno out there because you sold that shop and you sold
yeah,
that dyno.
yeah,
But you are going to have a dyno here,
yep,
and the one in San Bernardino was a roller dyno, and the one here is going to be a hub dyno.
yes. I
Correct?
had a dyno jet at the old place, an in-ground dyno jet. It was great. It
Te-
worked really well for what we
For what
did.
you had, right? Tell me why. Why did you switch from roller to hub?
To the main line.
Yeah.
Um, we were the cars kept getting bigger and badder and more powerful, so we were dealing with like a lot of traction issues. That was probably the biggest reason why I decided to make the change. The other reason why it's just super impractical to dig that thing out of the ground, bring it over here, dig another hole, put it in the ground. It's like the amount of money that I would spend with that whole thing. That dyno weighed 11,000 pounds in that big
Crazy.
steel case. So like the amount of money I was going to spend moving it over here,
Yeah.
just it didn't make it made more sense to me to take that money, put a down payment on a main line. Um, the main lines have they're like load bearing, so you can like simulate load with them, which is really helpful, like in tuning. When we're not using it, you just put it over there in the corner because they're on wheels. And then when we start building these things, we can take the front drive shaft out and we can two-wheel dyno on the main line with those. A lot of it is just the ease and the simplicity of using with like the hub dyno, being able to simulate load and not deal with any traction issues. Some of the cars, it was really hard. Like we'd have to sit people in the back. We'd have to like drop the tire pressure down like crazy because it was just breaking loose on the dyno. If it's spinning on the dyno, then you're not getting that load. You're not
Your accurate reading, right?
yeah, you can't get an accurate reading. You can't tune it. Like the dyno's never really to put up a number. The number is just kind of a result of that. But if you're trying to like tune in the high RPM, it like with simulating load and simulating boost, like you have to be able to plant that car on the dyno without having it spin.
Right.
So
Oh, cool. So would you say that once you get those mainline dynos, do you think is that now portable?
the dyno portable, yeah, I mean it's just portable
See where I'm
as
going
in,
here? See where I'm going here?
I know where he's
bring
going.
it to the bring
Yeah.
it to Civ. I
Yeah.
mean, I could technically,
Yeah?
I could. They're way heavier than you probably think. I mean, I think they're 2,000 pounds each.
Oh,
So
wow.
Okay, so
gonna take a
4,000.
whole lot of dudes to get those out of the back of my truck. But I mean, it
I
can
mean,
Just
happen.
ran a box truck with the lift gate.
You could. I mean,
Yeah.
like seriously, you
yeah,
could.
yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
could do that. Yeah.
I mean, I would. I don't even know why you wouldn't invest in a box truck like that with a lift
Yeah.
gate.
I think they
Uh,
take 220. I think they're on 220 though.
Oh,
Power.
oh,
I
really?
think. I don't know. I don't have them yet, so I don't know. But
Oh,
they
yeah.
probably are 220.
I mean, it's probably a lot of.
Yeah.
Probably takes a lot. I honestly don't know though.
It would be cool though. It would be cool to have a portable dyno like at the show and shine,
Yeah.
and have it enclosed or roped off.
Mhm.
I mean, that would be such a great show. But
Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah.
we'll talk about that later. Talk about that outside the
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm excited to see that. When are you gonna get them in?
I put the deposit in, what is it, February? I did it like right at the beginning of January.
Mhm.
So they said they'd take about 4 months to get them. So I should have them by like April, hopefully.
Nice. And
Yeah.
do they provide training, or you already know how to run one?
Mm, I'm sure they do provide some type of training. I have used them in the past. They're
Yeah.
definitely more difficult to use than a dyno jet, but I said that about the dyno jet too. It was kind of weird, like getting that to work, like learning how to use that.
Right.
But then you get the hang of it, and it's easy. We used a mainline for to dyno my personal car to dyno Leilani, and I remember it being really weird for the first couple of hours, and then after that, it just kind of got the hang of it. And yeah, so sure we could manage.
And your tuner, who's your tuner?
Chris Welch, he's awesome. CWTT, CW boosted. Chris, a lot of people know him. He's been in the community for a really long time,
Right.
and he's awesome. And he's amazing. I can't say enough good things about him.
Is he going to be here full time with you, or do you just call him when you need him, or
We set tuning schedules, so I mean,
yeah,
like we're constantly tuning cars. I mean, if we're not on the dyno with one, we're driving one around doing logs, or we're going through the inputs and outputs on a new build, or we're um, talking about upcoming projects. We're always constantly tuning a car, whether we're on the dyno or not. We're always constantly tuning something. So him and I talk on a basically almost a daily basis about whatever project we're doing. And he's not here in house. Every once in a while, he'll come, maybe like once a month, he'll come by and he'll just sit in a bunch of cars and tune, go drive them around and stuff, just to get some, you know, faster progress on them. And then the big boy cars, Jency's car, Lawrence's car, he'll come and actually tune them in person. My car, he'll come and actually tune it in person.
yeah, that's the cool part is that you can actually do it remotely now, right?
Yeah, and then it's crazy. Like talking to him, I mean, he can probably expand on this a lot more than I can, but he prefers remote tuning,
Hmm.
especially on the dyno. The dyno is, I mean, it's cool to watch on YouTube, but like, dude, when you're in the car, like it kind of sucks, man. Like it's hot,
Hmm.
it's fucking smells bad. Like
Right.
you get the vapors
Mhm.
and like the ethanol, like like I don't. I used to love the dyno because it was exciting, but like, dude, like it kind of sucks after a while, and but like when I'm Chris's eyes and ears and stuff, like whether Chris is in the car or not, like the numbers don't change. You do a poll, and the Motec shows what it is, regardless of
If he's here
regardless
or not. Yeah.
whether he's there or not. Like all you need is somebody competent to be the eyes and ears. Say like, hey, like around 7,000 RPM on that pull, I felt it kind of break up, or I felt something weird, or like, um, um, and Chris will go in and be like, "Oh yeah, I see it. I make it makes a change." He's like, "Do it again," and I'll do it again. Okay, it's not there anymore. And so as long as I'm there, like communicating with him how the car is feeling and reacting, like we do really well. Just remote tuning.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's going to be super cool, man. Maybe one day I get to meet him. I don't think I've met him before.
No,
I don't think
he's
so.
I think you
always in.
probably have. You
Yeah.
just probably
I'm horrible with names.
names. Yeah.
Names.
So you
Yeah.
If I
probably
see
like,
a face,
yeah,
then I won't forget a face, or
Yeah.
for
if
sure.
he
Chris is
looks.
great. He's been in the community a really
Yeah.
long time. He hangs out with, the San Diego guys, Mike Carwin, and
Yeah.
like all those guys out there. Noir.
Sweet,
Yeah,
man.
Sebastian.
Well, can you tell me what your shop consists of now? I mean, you went from one building. You kind of went from like it was like an L-shaped building, but only part of it was you, and then you had to go across for the other corner.
Yeah.
So it really was not connected because there was a business in between that.
It wasn't connected, but if we had the back roll up door open, then
Right.
you can walk from one to the
Yeah, like
other.
Caddy Corner. It was like kind of like Caddy Corner.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just we moved into one, went a couple years, and then that one on the corner opened up, and I wanted to put the dyno there, so I expanded into that one.
And you did a
Um,
dyno and you did an engine room on that side.
I
Well, you had
did.
an engine room in the other one too.
I did. It was a very small, tiny little office,
Right.
built like one engine at a time kind of thing. No ventilation, so I'm in there with brake cleaner. Like,
Nice.
sorry, are
That
kind of.
explains
Getting high.
everything.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I lost some brain cells in that room for sure. Um, but yeah, it's cool now. Here,
You have two buildings now?
it's two 5,000 square foot buildings, so
Yeah.
10,000 square feet total. We do most of the work here. So this is like this. The lifts are here. Um, assembly and disassembly happens here. Um, I mean, this is where most of it happens. On the
Right.
other side, we have a lot of room for storage, so I do storage over there. I have a dedicated lift for fabrication. We do all the fabrication there. So I
Okay.
really wanted to separate. Fab creates a lot of
Dust.
dust and it creates a lot of like mess, and I wanted to seclude that
Mhm.
in its own little like it's got its own little like area over there.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, Garrett likes being by himself too, so he seems to work really well like when he's just in the zone. So
Focused, right?
yeah, so he's got his little fab area over there with like with the lift, and then there's a office in the middle that we use for part storage and stuff. There's an office back here that we use for part storage, and then I have the engine building room back there too, which is like a big clean room, stainless tables. I have a separate toolbox with all my engine building tools over there.
Nice.
Keep all that separate too, and that's awesome. Engine building room that's probably my favorite place to be. I love being in there. Um, get music going, just grind out engines, and yeah, I really love it. And then
That's cool.
the offices are there too. Like a back private office, and then there's like a front reception office.
Yeah, we're gonna do a tour of that.
Yeah.
But before we go do a tour of that, what are your plans for Patrick Blake Racing? What are your plans for the future for Patrick Blake Racing? And I mean, yeah, tell us what's besides. Oh, you kind of already said about the Lambos. You want to expand to Lambos.
I want to do that. I want to do custom fabrication. We had a GT3 RS in here the other day, a brand new 992 GT3 RS that we did a
Okay.
custom exhaust for that the customer ended up loving. And I want to start building the V10s, the Audi R8, and the Lamborghini Huracan.
Those are the same engines, correct?
They are same engine, same transmission. They share a lot of similarities. Basically, the same car. It's like the Huracan's basically an R8 with a body kit.
And with the R154 transmission, right?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that,
No.
but and they got the DL800. Is cool. That's the scary part. DL800. I like to do as much as we can in house, but I'm
Right.
gonna have to work with somebody until we figure that out. Probably Antonio Calvo is who I was talking to about that. So, um, but yeah, immediate goal is just to continue supporting the Supras. We are building these cars now. We've kind of like made our name, and we cater to a certain clientele that like a lot of the guys that are buying these cars now, they they want just a turnkey hassle-free experience.
Right.
They see these cars, you can't really go to the bank and buy and get a loan for $140,000 Super anymore, so the
Right.
guys that are fresh into this community, they've got the money and they don't like being dicked around. They're just like, hey, just like bought this car, I want 1,000 horsepower, I want to be able to get in it and drive it, and you guys are the ones, you guys are the experts, like just give me what you got. And like that's why how we just continue operating. So I'd love to just continue doing that, builds to our standard in the Supra, um, support the community any way that we can, and expand into the V10 market. Done some GTRs too, just do some GTRs, and just do like the V10 builds, but uphold the same kind of standard that we do, the same quality of work that we do in the Supras. There's Lambo shops out there that just do subpar work, and I think that we have the experience and we have the skill to provide like a quality kit that can compete with these people.
Good to hear, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's I agree with you. I think you have again. I think you have what it takes
thank you.
to become even more successful, especially in the Lambo community, which I'm very excited to see, and hopefully I get to ride in your Lambo one of these days. Give
Thanks.
me a
Yeah.
little ride, man.
hmm
And how do you obtain your clientele? All this stuff is now just word of mouth because you really don't advertise at all,
No, man.
right?
Yeah, it's
Just the work speaks for itself, right?
yeah, and I've always really liked that. I think that there's too many shops that they use social media to promote themselves, and
All
they
show no go,
exactly they get
right?
these they like just lure these people in with like all like fancy videos and stuff.
Mhm.
And I've never been about that. It's just like we let the cars speak for themselves, and like we're doing what we're doing. I
Yeah.
mean,
Right.
we're the like we're the people that these cars are coming out of. So um, I do understand now like the importance of social media, especially with the Lambo stuff. So like
Hmm.
I do want to kind of get out there and kind of prioritize social media now,
Mhm.
especially because we have so many awesome cars that we're building. Um, but yeah, it's really just we have built this reputation and I've built this business by just building quality cars. It's never been this smoke and mirrors like social media operation. It's always been like, hey, who built that car? It's like, oh, Patrick Blake and the crew, PBR built it. Cool, that's what I want. So that's why the shop is filled. We've got 15 Supras here probably right now.
Yeah,
And
that's
when these are
insane.
done, there's going to be 15 more. So
That's insane. Hopefully, we never run out of Supras to be built, right?
eventually there will. It's
That's why you're moving into the Lambo world.
yeah,
But a lot of stuff's gonna have to be, like you say, maintenance, right?
yeah,
A lot of stuff will have to come back for
yes.
you to refresh.
A lot of the times I tell people like the only time I ever want to see a car back is if they want more power, or they want to go a different direction with it, or it's just basic maintenance. And we get plenty of those. We've Jensi's car, we built that car 5 different times probably
Oh,
now.
wow.
There's never been a failure except now we broke the transmission. We've actually broken the transmission about 3 times in that car now that I think about it. But we've never had a motor failure. We've never had anything go wrong with our work in that car. He just keeps bringing it back because, like, that's competition. Like,
Yeah.
it's always going to be somebody faster. You can build the fastest Supra, but it's not going to be the fastest Supra next time, probably.
Yeah. So
So
Right.
have you worked on Mark Fives?
I did. We did the very first aftermarket clutch install on a Mark V a couple of years ago. We worked with Clutch Masters, Lewis at Clutch Masters to do that.
Mhm.
We've been working on Mark. I think he's Pterodactyl Tactics on Instagram. Put a 2J in his car.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We inherited that project from another shop and turned some work around and did some good stuff on that. Um, Honestly, I don't think the Mark V community, at least from what I've seen, or at least in Southern California, like I don't see guys wanting to go fast. A lot of the stuff is just basic installs and um,
Body kits,
body
Bolt-on stuff.
kits and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
downpipes,
there's
exhaust.
nothing wrong with that. And like honestly, on a business standpoint, I'd probably make way more money cycling those cars in
Mhm.
and out of the shop all day. But like, it doesn't make me happy. It doesn't make me happy. Like, hey, we're gonna put a body kit and a exhaust on this thing today, and then tomorrow we're gonna do a body kit and a cold air intake and an exhaust and a burble tune. It's like that doesn't make me happy. It probably make me a lot of money, probably buy another Lambo, but like, like this, I'm cool with this. Like this is what we like doing. This is what we're good at, and this is what we're gonna continue to do.
Well, maybe you should put another department. Like you have two buildings. Maybe the other department will be the bolt-on, you know, fan
Yeah,
boy department where
yeah,
you could put another crew in charge out there of doing those small bolt-on
I could.
whatever. And why not?
I
I mean,
could. I've thought about it, and it really just comes down to the fact that like the more people that are here, the bigger crew that you get, it's harder to make sure it's the quality
quality
control
control.
becomes more difficult. And I've said this a million times, like my operation here is never going to make me a millionaire. I don't think I'm ever going to get rich doing this, but what I am going to do is build a bunch of awesome cars to our standard that is going to hopefully like make in our little super community like make me you know, a name in the community that lives on, you know, far beyond uh, me or whatever. You know, like guys like Woon, Sod, SW, Cody Phillips, Dana Westover, like these guys, these pioneers in the community,
Right.
like Larry at SP, Nero, like
Like SP Engineering.
Even SP Engineering,
Right.
they were
That's
pioneers
old
at the
school
very
right there,
beginning.
man.
Yeah. And like, you know, I want to be where I'm kind of the second generation of this, where I'm like, you know, supporting these cars now. Like, as long as I like the fact that um like who's another shop? Freed Engineering is really good. I really like their cars. Um, there are certain cars that are just synonymous with like quality work based on the name. Like if you tell me that Cody Phillips like built an engine harness or a car or something like that, or like you know, Cody's a really good example because he builds really nice stuff. But like, if you tell me that Cody Phillips like built a car, like I don't even need to see the car to know that that is an awesome car and that it
Right.
is top quality. You know,
Right.
like that's what we're going for, is just to have kind of like that reputation.
Yeah, I think you
And
already have it, man. I don't think you
yeah,
have to worry
yeah,
about that. You
Yeah,
already
you're
have
there
that
already.
but yeah,
reputation, right?
it's more important for me to uphold that reputation than it is for me to expand, get more people, knock a bunch of more cars out, make a little bit more money.
I
It's
hear you.
the
Sometimes too
reputation.
big is too big,
It
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
and harder to control. Like you say, the quality control.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't make you happy, why do it, right? You really want something to make you happy. Some people
Exactly.
chase the money instead of happiness. You know,
Yeah.
For me, happiness is I'm happy. For me, I'm a millionaire. Maybe not in fluid, but if I can look at myself when I was a child and look at who I am now, what I've become and what I've accomplished, man, I'm a millionaire to
Yeah.
me. You know what I'm
Totally.
saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm
Totally.
happy. I got what I want. I got what I need. I have a wonderful woman by my side, kids, my kids, her kids, you know, and the whole family. I'm happy, man.
Yeah.
I don't need $1 million in fluid, you know, cash flow. So
Yeah.
that's not what's important to me.
Yeah.
You know, and I think you're taking kind of the right approach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you look at yourself when you were a child and you look at where you're at now, look at what you drive, look at what you have, look at who you met, you know, your dogs. I mean, you're a millionaire. Same with you,
Yeah.
right?
I'm happy with it.
Same with you,
Yeah.
right, Drew? I
Yeah, for
mean,
sure.
look at where you're at, man. You're a professional pickleball player.
Yeah. Sweet.
Come get me. Come get me.
Oh man, yeah, we just played like 8
Yeah.
games at his house,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
at his community.
I think he got hooked.
I got
I've
hooked, man.
never pickleball,
Dude,
man.
it's
I've always wanted to.
It's fun.
We didn't talk about this though,
Yeah.
but you actually play. You're at you roller hockey.
Ice hockey.
Ice
Ice,
hockey.
not
Yeah, ice
roller.
hockey. No, I don't play
Ice.
roller. Nah, I'm cooler than
He's
that.
like, don't say
No, I'm
roller.
cooler than that.
Tell me
Actually,
about.
dude, some of the roller players, I play with some roller players that play ice,
Yeah.
and their puck handling skills, their hands are just way gnarlier than any ice skaters I've ever played
Yeah?
with. Yeah, for sure. Roller's got a whole different approach. Yeah, you develop some crazy skills playing roller.
That's what I played in middle school.
Yeah,
I rollerblade because I
little
can't.
street hockey.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
street hockey, and
Yeah.
we used to come back with some crazy road rash and stuff like
Oh,
that.
totally.
But
Yeah.
dude, ice hockey, man, that's brutal. I mean, you must be in pain. Your body must be beat to shit.
Yeah, I'm about to lose my front tooth because I got hit. I'm gonna just do that like that.
Ugh.
Oh
About to
man.
lose my front
Hey,
tooth.
can you give me some needle nose real quick? We're gonna do
Yeah,
this on
honestly,
video right
I've
now.
told Renee that so many times. Like, I'm just gonna yank this thing out. But yeah, I got hit in the mouth and it like broke way up in here, and it's just been working its way out for
See,
like
that's
a
crazy.
minute.
Why don't we
Back
do
injuries.
let's do the Steve-O thing.
Yeah, we'll tie it to the Lambo.
To the Lambo, tie it to
Yeah.
the
Dude,
Lambo.
totally. I would seriously.
Let's just
love
do it, dude.
I'm seriously over it.
Can we do it? Can we do a video on that?
Yeah.
You down?
Yeah. I'd be down.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd be down to do that.
Nice. That'd be great.
It's gotta go, man. Like, yeah, that like back injuries, neck injuries. If I've been dealing with like a neck thing, it all stems from like years of playing.
Are you
hockey.
done?
No, never. I'll never be done.
Oh man,
The
that's
neck
crazy.
took me out. I did have a neck injury, and that took me out for like a couple of months. Jordan Cohen. I went to him. He's like, you gotta stop playing for a couple of months while this like heals up or whatever. I had extruded discs. I had 2 extruded discs in my neck. It was 10 out of 10 pain. I mean, the worst pain I've ever felt. Dude, I have my armpit tattooed. Okay, so like the when I say 10 out of 10 pain, I mean 10 out of 10 pain.
The
Like
worst for me tattoo was here.
that was bad too. That was
That's
bad too.
bad, dude.
The arm, there's nothing comparable to the armpit. The armpit's so
That's
bad.
even worse than
Yes.
your wrist, really?
Yes. It's the worst.
Wow.
For me, it was the worst. That and like the side of the hand that hurt too. But I'm talking like that. The armpit was 10 out of 10, but like so far beyond any type of physical pain I've ever felt. And now that is like a 7.5 compared to what I was feeling in my neck.
Holy
Like
crap.
it
dude.
was so brutal. It was excruciating. It was like debilitating pain.
Yeah, you need to stop, bro.
Yeah, it's time for
So
pickleball.
then, yeah, so
Pickleball, dude.
I went to Jordan. I went to Jordan for a few like physical therapy sessions. I had an MRI. Told me to take it easy for a while. I'm feeling pretty good now, so I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go back. It's been probably 2 months since I've played, which is I don't think I've taken more than 2 months off in the last like 10 years playing ice
Oh
hockey.
wow.
Yeah, Jordan is also was a
Was.
Super owner because he just sold
He'll be
it
back.
super clean. Supra sold it.
He'll be
Now
back.
bought a what? Maserati. What?
Everybody thought that was his car. but
I
it's
thought that was
not,
his.
dude, it's not.
That's a wrapped one though.
That is wrapped, but that is a legitimate. That's a legit TRD wide body.
Is it really?
Yeah, that was originally built by Larry at Sound Performance, and then that was like early 2000s, and then it disappeared for a while. Then it went to Dave at 2JZ Motorsports, and then the guy that owned it then sold it, and now this guy owns it. His name's Doug. Really cool guy.
Shit, man, that's
Yeah.
cool as shit. Well,
It's a
hopefully-
legit TRD wide body.
hopefully Jordan comes back with another Supra, man. I don't see him in that Maserati.
No, it's not
He'll be
him.
back.
It's not him, right?
He'll be back.
And he's also a chiropractor, so if you
Yeah,
ever need
yeah.
anything straightened out,
He's great.
yeah, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna end this pod. Unless you have anything else, Drew?
No.
Yeah, we're gonna cut
think
it
you said it
here. Our next segment, we're gonna just go and get a tour of the shop, and show us what you got going on here.
Cool. Thank you guys.
Cool. You have anything else you want to say? Any shout outs? Any?
All the people that make this happen. Garrett, Cohen, Dylan, my girlfriend Renee, my parents have been like super supportive of me doing this.
Right.
My
Gordy?
brother and sister, Gordy, and then all the people that behind the scenes make this happen. Chris, all the guys in induction, Matt Watts, Alpha, Vic, Dana Westover, he's awesome. Dave Stevens, dude, there's so many people. Lonnie in Florida,
Right.
dude, there's so many people. Aaron at Arlington, he's my machinist. He machines all the motors for me. Dude, it's amazing quality. So many people. There's probably.
And you still do business with Aaron at Drift Motion, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, and Aaron at Drift Motion, of course. Yeah,
Right.
I still get. He still does. He does diffs for me, and I get a lot of parts. I get a lot of random parts from him. He hooks me up with some stuff when I'm in like a real pinch.
Sweet. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna be on one of our other podcasts as well.
Yeah, hopefully.
Aaron at Drift Motion.
He's really shy.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll break his shyness.
Yeah, I was too.
Well,
I'd love to see Aaron on a pod. I would love to be on a podcast with Aaron because I think that.
I think Aaron at a podcast, we need to get him drunk because that's when he loosens up.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
you
I
know, that's
I
the only way you're gonna get Aaron to
Yeah.
loosen up. But well, good stuff. All right, here we go. We're gonna take a little tour of Patrick Blake Racing Shop. We're gonna start with this building. What do you have a name for the building, or just a east west, northeast?
This is 1331 and that's 1301 technically, but this is like the workshop. That's like the fab shop and offices. This is how we
Sweet.
split it up.
Okay, so show us what you got here. Show us the cars. Whose car is this?
Gency, this is a big boy. This is the most hated Supra on the East Coast.
Why?
Because it's fast. I don't know. We built it. We built this car a few different times. It goes out. It was the race motive champion for a while. A guy Mo built a faster car. Went out there with a different car. So I think he beat him by a couple mile an hour. So Mo's technically the champion now. But like
Mo Supra?
No, it's got boosted mode. I don't know where
boosted
I
mode.
think
Got
it's
it.
from the East Coast, but the car is built by a shop in Texas. Car's really nice, really fast. But Gency was the champ. Gency was the champ for a while. And I mean, it's incredibly fast. The car's insane. It's
How much horsepower is it putting out?
we don't have a good number, but it's 65 pounds of boost on a Pro Mod 88. So I mean, if I was to estimate, I'd say 1800 plus. That's close to, I mean, 1800 plus easy. It dynoed like just shy of 1700 on a smaller turbo with less boost. So, and it did a 2.2, a draggy verified 2.2, 100 to 150 on the street in Texas, which is like 2,000 horsepower, like Lambo territory. So, I mean, that car is fast, very fast.
I think it's so hilarious how everything's effing insane, and through all that, you still use the low check valve.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised
Don't
nobody.
fix what ain't broken, I guess. I don't know.
I'm surprised no one's made like a super high performance check valve.
We put them in some cars. We use like the Vibrant ones, the 6AN. I'll show you on a couple different cars. We actually like weld a fitting to the brake booster so we can do like a hose. But I mean, I think the last time we built this car it was like probably 2 years ago. So this has been the build on this. To give you an idea of this build. A little fun fact about this car: when Dart came out with the new 2JZ like Iron Eagle like cast blocks or whatever, we got 2 of the very first ones from Induction Performance, and this was the very first one actually in a car running ever. The serial number on this block is like 4.
Wow.
So yeah, this was like the very first Dart 2JZ in a car running ever. So that's pretty
nuts.
cool.
That's pretty nuts, man.
Yeah, we did it before anybody else did.
Of course, had to be PBR. It's running CCWs. What else, real quick? We're not going to spend too much time. Can we open it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
We're not going to spend too much time on all the details. I love this Recaro seats.
Got the trains out of it right now.
It's insane, man.
Yeah.
Super crazy.
It's really nice interior. I mean, the car's only got like 40,000 miles on it.
Smells great.
Yeah.
I like the HKS mats.
It smells like Ignite and MS-109.
Yes. Dude, I don't know, man. I think I'd die in there. Just smell the smell, right? Suffocate or something like that.
The gas tank's open, so.
Is that why it smells like that?
Yeah, it's just wide open.
What's it got? Like a half cage?
Yeah, it's like a Titan roll bar.
Nice.
We really like them. We use them in a lot of cars.
Sweet. What else we got? Oh, it's got a chute too in the back.
It does. Yeah, it's got a chute.
Nice.
It's actually necessary for this car.
Oh, by the way, don't let me forget my Targa top holders. Do you still have them?
Yeah, I got it back.
Nice. This guy's been promising for years. Here's the baby.
I don't know what you say. It's awesome. A dream come true. It's
Carbon brakes.
Carbon ceramics. It's got the carbon buckets too, which is like a pretty crazy
Let's
option
see.
for these.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, I really like the seats. They're not the most comfortable seats in the world, but they're pretty rad. Performante gets all the forged carbon on the inside, which is cool.
What does the word performante mean? That's obviously Italian, right?
Performance, I guess. I don't know.
Performance, yeah, I think that's what it means.
Yeah,
Performante. Performante.
Yeah, in my opinion, this is the best variant of the Huracan. It's the last naturally aspirated V10 all-wheel drive track-focused car that Lamborghini will ever build. So I want to say that it's going to be valuable in a few years too. But I mean, just on a look standpoint, I think that they're the best-looking Huracan variant too. So there's yeah.
Wheels are factory?
No,
they're not.
1221, some random company.
Oh shoot!
They came with the car. Yeah, not a huge fan of the Subaru spec blue on bronze.
Ah, you're right. You might as well put an STI sticker on it.
It's bad. It's gotta go. But
no, dude, it looks mean, bro. It looks mean.
Yeah.
It has a frunk.
It's got a frunk. Yep. Soon to be an ice box. Nothing in there right now.
Nice.
You can JZ, no shit.
You can fit a baby in there.
Yeah. You're not going on a multi-day trip in this thing. So.
Right. How about can we check out the engine?
Yeah.
Does it pop?
Yeah.
Does it pop out?
There's not a whole lot to see back there, to be honest. But...
Oh, damn.
So the Performante gets all the forged carbon back here, gets the center exit, it gets the Performante wing. These have the ALA system. It's like an aerodynamic system that Lamborghini built. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how it works. It's pretty cool though. Like just the other day.
What band is that?
Patrick Sweeney. I didn't realize that it connected to the Lambo. But yeah, the ALA system, like air actually comes in through here, comes through this duct, and then goes into the wing, and then it's got these vents underneath it that it's pretty crazy. See these?
Now, what year Huracan is this?
This is 2018.
2018.
Yeah.
I don't know my Huracans. I do remember Kanye West. I drove for Kanye for a few months, and he had one where it's got like louvers made out of glass. What year is that? Do you remember that? Have you remember what I'm talking about?
The louvers in the back made out of glass. Is that a Huracan or an Aventador?
You're right. Maybe it's an Aventador.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Aventador.
Whatever.
Yeah.
This is sick, though,
that
dude.
Sounds like an Aventador thing. Because the louvers, they came in the STO, but I think it's all carbon back there. So.
Oh, and it's got the Lambo on the ground, the floor graphics.
Yeah. Girlfriend loves that.
That's sick, dude.
Yep. So it's cool though. I mean, today was the first day I drove it in a week, so I'm not driving it every single day, but it's gonna do what it needs to do. It's pretty cool for right now.
Sweet, man. And up here's what?
This is a TRD wide body, original TRD wide body car. We got this from a customer who just bought it, who's looking for a refresh. So we did some digging. The motor's actually built really well. Had some decent components in it, but we're putting our fuel system in it. We're rebuilding the transmission, putting an engine harness in it, keeping the Pro EFI because it's going to just, it'll be fine for what it's doing. And we're just kind of putting our little touch on it. It was healthy, it was cool, but it's kind of an older build. Guy wanted some better stuff in it, a little bit better execution. So we sold him on a fuel system and some fancy stuff, and all XRP and stuff like that. So just kind of doing a basic refresh on it.
Sweet. I love the Montana plates too, man.
Yeah, white light.
Nice. What about this 97?
This is a guy, Elvis. Elvis shipped us this car from New York. This is going to be a Dart 3.3 VVTI, Motec, 8685, nitrous, 8 HP,
8 HP.
9-inch car. The 9-inch kits that just showed up on that truck, one of them is for this car.
Nice.
This thing is going to be insanely fast.
I mean, there's nothing here that's not insanely fast.
This is going to be on a different level. This is going to be really fast. We're really looking forward to it. We're looking forward to pushing the 8 HP platform far. I know there's probably some big power 8 HP cars out there right now, 8 HP Supras out there, but this one should be like one of the most powerful, one of the fastest, if not the fastest. So
that's going to be cool. I think I'm looking to do the 8 HP. What about this thing?
I don't know. This thing just kind of popped up out of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that thing, man.
Dang.
Oh, dude, look at this thing.
Got the Kenwood in there?
No, dude, that's a Eclipse, dude.
Is it? Dang, dude.
Which is the same company that makes
Look at that
the
gauge
Radius.
cluster,
Look at
buddy.
that thing, dude. That's,
Dang, it's got knobs. My Performante doesn't even have shit like that. It's nice, dude.
It's old, dude. Old build.
Recaros, man. Hell yeah.
Needs a new build. Needs a new build. Well, let's see. What's this up here?
This thing's pretty cool. It's a Dubai car.
This is Dubai.
Or the
right?
Qatar car. I'm not a geographic expert, but I think they're kind of related. Maybe or maybe not. But it's a 3.4 VVTI Sportsman 7680. It's got a 9-inch kit, the full Figs engineering kit. any car that requires 3 fuel pumps, we are not putting 3 fuel pumps in now. We're doing one single brushless ID pump with controller, or the TI pump with the controller. So I'll show you in that car because it's down.
Right.
But 3 pumps is just like, it's just gnarly. It creates a lot of draw. It's just not kind of the way to do it anymore. We'll do 2 pumps up to like 1,100 horsepower. And then anybody that wants that, I just sell them on an ID kit. They're amazing. I'll show it to you in that car. But 12 injector setup, Motec. It'll make like probably 1,400, 13 to 1,400. It's got a 6XD sequential in it. That's a zoom in thing for sure.
Check out the sequential.
Yeah, they're sick. I mean, we're doing a lot of these. This is probably the fourth or fifth one we've done so far.
What's an EXD transmission run if you're just going to buy one? I'm not talking about labor or anything like that to install it, but just
the whole kit with the tilt and quad and the drive shaft and the all the electronics like the strain gauge or load cell, bell housing adapter, shifter, blah blah blah. Everything's probably like 30 grand, 32 grand.
Holy schmoly, that's crazy.
Yeah, but it'll handle anything. Those things are rated for like 1,800 foot-pounds of torque, so it's more power. It's capable of handling more power than a Supra will probably ever make. So it's a one and done thing. You never have to worry about breaking your transmission ever.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's I guess all that oil money, right?
Yeah.
All that oil money
This
is.
guy's actually in oil.
Is he?
I think he's like a oil engineer. This is what he does.
Yeah, sounds slippery to me. All right, let's go to the next car.
This one's cool. It's a guy named Milo. Milo actually did a lot of the work himself. We inherited this from another shop that did about half the job, and then I'm not really sure what happened, but Milo ended up tearing a lot of it apart and then took it to us to kind of finish. We're halfway through doing some XRP on it right now, and then this one's kind of cool. It's a built 3-liter. 6870 turbo. It's a T56, and it's drive-by-wire. So this will be.
Yeah, I saw that throttle body, the drive-by-wire throttle body.
Yeah, drive-by-wire.
Do you like that better than the just I guess analog? Is what you want to call it?
It's hard to say. I mean, like the 8 HP drive-by-wire is basically mandatory in the 8 HPs. So we've done it in those.
For it to communicate with the trans.
Yeah, it helps with it helps with downshift, and it. I don't know, but if you were to ask me personally, I like drive-by cable, and that's probably like a topic of major debate or whatever.
Right.
But like, I like the feel of an analog pedal. I don't know why.
So you can feel a difference when you're drive-by wire and then drive-by cable.
Kind of. I mean, sometimes there's like a little bit of a delay. I'm sure maybe some of that has to do with like tuning because we've tuned a lot of that out or whatever. But like, man, like I don't know what it is, but it's just like drive-by cable. It feels more. I don't want to use the word responsive, but I mean, it feels better to me. I don't know. I'm sure there's a million people that'll be in the comments telling me that I'm crazy or whatever. But like, I prefer drive-by cable. I mean, that's just how I like it.
No, cool. I like it. I'm a huge fan of these radium breather.
It makes that situation a lot better.
Well, I'm saying in comparison, obviously I know that there's much better ones, but in comparison to that 90-degree elbow, plumber's elbow that everyone uses.
Yeah, that's awful too, because like a lot of times when guys would modify these valve covers, they'd weld like a 10AN like straight fitting on there, so then you get the 90-degree like fitting off of that, and it kicks it out so far towards the turbo. It looks stupid. So this is just like a nice little sleek.
Yeah, it just kind of brings
design.
it in.
Anytime we use stock valve covers, which isn't a whole lot, honestly, we'll use those radium fittings. But most of the time we sell people on Plasma Man. We use Hypertune for a minute. Those are cool too. I really like the Plasma Man covers though. Cool. I've got those are the ones that are on that white car over there.
Is there a difference why you want to use aftermarket valve covers as opposed to the stock ones?
A lot of it is customer choice. They want them to look good.
Right. With the
A
billet
lot,
ones, right?
yeah, they're the billet ones. A lot of it too is, they look at one car and they're just like, I want that. And I'm like, okay, well, that has like billet valve covers and it's got XRP and it's got this and it's got that. They're like, okay, well, that's what I want. So then you're just selling it to the next guy. You're selling it to the next guy.
Sweet.
It's not mandatory by any means, but when you're dumping $100,000 into a car and you pop the engine bay, you're staring right at valve covers. So like, you might as well throw an extra $800 at making them look good. Not to say that these look bad, but the billet nice ones certainly look better, and they place the vent hoses in the back so they don't go like that.
Yeah, I agree. Looks fantastic. Cool, man. That's fantastic work. I mean, look at the craftsmanship. Look at the everything. It's just so beautiful. I can't. Yeah.
We're really proud. Oh, this is Shaliz. This is one of Shalizi's cars. We've got two black 98 turbo 6-speeds. This one has like 70,000 miles. The other one over there has 40,000 miles. But they are, they're black 98 turbo 6-speeds. They're highly sought after. We have two of them from the same person, and we're doing a 1,400 horsepower build in this one, and we're doing like a 1,400 or 1,500 horsepower build in the other one. This one's going to remain 6-speed. The other one's getting an 8 HP. They're both getting Dart 3.4s. They're both getting VVTi. They're both getting Motec. They're both getting 12 injector. They're both getting the ID controller. Basically building two of the same car with different transmissions.
Yeah, these cars are all fantastic. It'd be great to have these cars attend SIV, and
so like even if he doesn't physically go, I'll probably just drive down and I'll grab these and I'll bring them. So
nice, that'd be fantastic. Look at this one. Whose is this car?
This is Lawrence. He's from New Jersey. This thing was a full build. This was a bone stock turbo 6-speed, and it is now a 1,700 horsepower sequential. This is a Dart 3.2 non-VVTi, XRP HS79 everything, Motec everything. It's on an 8385 next gen. It's got the 6XD billet sequential. It's got the ID controller. We've got the Motec C127 dash with the keypad. This is this thing's bad.
What trans is in here?
The 6XD, the same billet.
Oh, okay. Like the one that's a Qatar car?
Yeah.
Insane, brother.
This is a car we did 197 in the half mile in this thing, just shaking it down. It really was not a like, hard pass at all. We only had the car running for about a week and put it on the dyno, made power, took it out to the half mile to shake it down, and we ended up going 197 at like 40 pounds of boost, like in setting 3 or something like that. Turned it up after that. It got out on me at like 165, and I packed it up and went home because it was pretty fucking scary, actually. So yeah,
I'm scared for you just hearing what you're saying.
It was it was fast as shit. We didn't have any issues with it. Again, it was a fresh build. It had gone through 3 oil changes and a dyno session, and we loaded it up on the trailer, took it to the half mile, went 197 like without even trying. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Like, we didn't even try to do it.
That's crazy, dude. That's insane. I just hit 97 on my Supra right now.
97 miles an hour?
97 miles an hour. And that thing was shaking like crazy, man. That's scary. Hey, well, this concludes. Sorry, what were you going to say?
This thing was on rails. I mean, like, dude, at almost 200 miles an hour, this thing was planted straight. When I turned up the boost on the next pass, it got out of the groove, and it kind of like was wiggling around, and I got a hold of it in third, and then fourth it was wiggling around a little bit more because, it's not prepped out there. You're just kind of skating around, and traction control's working overtime trying to keep you straight. And at the top of fourth, I felt good, but I was going fast. I was going way faster than I was going on the 197 pass. And then as soon as I grabbed fifth gear, the whole car just 45 degrees. I probably went the length of a football field, like sideways at a 45-degree angle.
Shut up.
And I was like, that's it, dude. I had my parents there and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'm not dying in front of my parents today. So I'm like, we're done. But
now, when you do those passes, do you assume responsibility in case you flip the car?
Yeah, like in a pass like that. I mean, Lawrence was there and everything. Lawrence got some seat time in it too. But when we started turning the power up and see what it could do, I got in it and I was driving it. And yeah, I mean, unfortunately, in the case of anything happening, it's kind of like if I'm driving it and something happens, then I'm going to assume responsibility for it. I'm sure that's um, like a
Standard.
something I would have to figure out like with the customer or whatever. But
Right.
like it hasn't happened yet, and I hope it never happens. And when it does, if it ever does happen, then it's just something I'm gonna have to deal with then. But
Right.
we have a really good track record with stuff. We don't break stuff. We don't really, never had an accident. Had a couple, you know, random little, nick at a paint or something like that I'll take care of that I like talked to the customer about and stuff. But like, at it 7 years, not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but we stand behind our stuff. So that's the best we can do.
Now, speaking about that, you remember that there's a new video, well, I wouldn't say new, but maybe a few weeks or maybe a month of a white Supra doing a pass in front of everybody. And then it looks to me like it breaks an axle and it goes over the center divider, crashes into a Prius,
Saw
I
that
think.
in Florida.
It was in Florida?
I believe it was in Florida.
Did you hear anything about what happened, or what do you think happened based on your experience? Do you think that he broke an axle, or he just lifted and just lost it?
I mean, I don't know anything about it, but I know how like easy it is to lose control in these cars. These are not easy cars to control. This isn't an all-wheel drive Lambo or GTR where it's, you know, you kind of just point straight and go up to a certain point, of course. These things at power, this is a rear wheel drive car that is literally trying to kill you like every single time you get in it and you go. There's so many factors that play into things. Cold tires, tire life, whether it had a diff in it or not, whether it had traction control working or not,
Right.
driver experience, whether the road conditions were good. There's so many things that play
Many
in.
factors, right?
Yeah, so I don't think it's possible to look at a video and just be like, oh yeah, diff locked up and it went left. Like I saw a lot of people saying like, oh, that's what Torsons do. It's like, yeah, well, that's what inexperienced drivers do too. So it's like,
Right.
who's to say?
Yeah, I see a lot of people forget to counter steer. Like as soon as you go sideways, you forget to counter steer, and they just go in the direction the car kind of kicks you. You know.
Yeah, a lot of people will just like, they'll stay in it thinking it's going to correct, or they'll
Right.
get out of it and not correct, or like,
Right.
I don't know. It's just, there's so many factors that play into it. I don't really know what happened, but it was unfortunate. I'm really glad that it wasn't as bad. I mean, it looked like they were going head on with that car. So I mean,
Right.
I'm glad that nothing happened, and it can always get worse. People, unfortunately, they kill themselves and shit like this all the time. So,
Well, that's crazy. Well, that concludes building 1. Let's go building 2. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. All right. So we're gonna go. This is the end of building number 1. Let's go to building number 2. Let's go. Oh, what? You're building a 240, 60? What?
Yeah, a 280 with a 2J.
280 with a 2J?
Yeah.
Nuts.
This is
This is not Jordan's.
no, this is a really good friend of mine, Clayton. Clayton owns this car. He owns this car, and we've done
Shit.
we built a race car Supra for him too.
Small turbo looks like a what? 58, 59?
That's a 62, 66, fully built motor, so it'll make 800 all in, probably 800 or so.
I love builds like this. This is what I like. Obviously I like Mark IVs, but when I see something like this and you don't expect it,
Yeah.
it's just like, damn, I love it.
This is pretty cool. Like he wants all the titanium, so we're doing titanium. We modified the intake manifold to fit the RMR throttle body. It's a fully built motor. It's a 3.0 billet main with a built head. The manifold is a Powerhouse Racing billet merge collector manifold. All the fabrication done here. Sam Young Guns coated all of it in this like, I can't remember what he calls this, MCS or something like that, but it's like incredibly heat effective. And then we built this intercooler too. We used this core. We had Seth at Sleeper Designs make these billet end tanks. Yeah, So you run dual IAT, like in and out IAT, so we can like monitor the efficiency of the intercooler. And it's a T56. We built a fuel cell for it in the back. The whole back was already cut out by some other shop, so we had to kind of like make something work.
Yeah.
But that was kind of like the fuel cell that we fabbed up for this thing.
Nice, dude.
Coated it black to make it like look nice, and we started dynamatting the back, so we're doing all of that now.
Sick. Shout out to Sam at Young Guns Powder Coating.
Sam's the man. I should have shouted him out when I was doing my my hockey gear.
Yeah, we're doing it now. Sam's a good buddy of mine too. We were lowrider buddies together when I had my lowrider. But no longer. The Dirty Bird. Shout out to the Dirty Bird.
Yeah.
Sweet. So what else you got?
This is Shalizi's other car. This is the one getting the 8 HP. Just using it to do some fab real quick. Just mocking something up on another customer car. Just trying to make it efficient. This thing didn't have a motor in it, so we just put it up on the lift to measure something real quick. We were working on today.
Sick. And you have another side to this? What's on that side?
This is where we keep all of our like
junk.
I wouldn't call it junk. It's pretty cool shit. This is like our just personal projects.
Got it.
We got a Camaro in there.
I saw that Camaro. 68.
Cohen's got, I don't know what year it is. I'm bad with Camaros.
68, 69, something like that.
Yeah.
Those are the most. Super Sport too, huh?
Cohen's got his truck in here. Garrett's got this truck. This is like his race rig. He's got this little Samurai, dude. Oh my god, you gotta come back and do a video on the Samurai. Shit's nasty, dude. It's on an ECU Master.
What?
Oh no, it's not. It's on a Haltech. It's on a Haltech with a turbo with a nasty two-step.
Really?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Dude, there's one for sale right now, a white one that I was really contemplating. It's got no motor, no trans. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe for $1,000, a little Samurai, throw a little motorcycle engine or something like that. R1000.
Yeah, sweet.
That'd be cool, right?
Gordy.
That's my problem. It just have so many projects, not enough time, and just a dreamer.
Yeah.
Sweet, man. I love that Camaro. Whose Mustang was that up there?
That's Garrett's as well.
Oh, sick.
Gordy. Doing a little shipping and receiving right here. We had a bunch of stuff get dropped off, so I kind of just dumped it right here to do some shipping and receiving. We had a customer drop all of his old stuff off, and then got Shalizi's 8 HP in there, 3 or 4 intercoolers, 3 T56 swaps, 3 billet intake manifolds from Sleeper Designs.
So sick. And for you guys out there that are watching, if one of you guys is a thief, do not dare come in here because we got Mr. Buckshot waiting for you.
We got security, we got cameras.
Yeah, there's so much stuff here. Don't even think about it.
Clayton's car. So Clayton owns the Datsun and he owns this.
Why does Clayton sound familiar?
Clayton's from Idaho. He's a really cool guy. He's a very enthusiastic car guy.
Crazy body kit, man.
Yeah. It's
Crazy.
a Varus kit, I think.
It looks Varus. It looks Valside-ish.
It's molded. There's a guy in Northern California that has the same kit. I think it's like Pikachu car or Pikachu Cup car or something like that.
All right.
But yeah, this thing's pretty nasty. It's a 3.2 dart block. It's dry sump, 12 injector, 8685 next gen. Garrett built the turbo manifold for this thing from scratch. I wish there was a better picture of it, but yeah, Garrett actually fabbed that whole turbo manifold, all the piping and everything too. It's a recirculated wastegate, CO2 wastegate on this. This is the new TurboSmart CO2 wastegate where the solenoids are built into the hat of the wastegate, so that'll be like really interesting to use. I've never used it before.
Yeah, that's going to be nice.
Individual EGT. This is on an 8 HP, a super built 8 HP, like a Applied Torque Solutions, I think, is the people who built this one. This will make 1,700 horsepower, something like that, 1,800. Yeah, just doing cool stuff. We pulled the heater core out and we welded those 10 AN fittings to the back so we can convert everything over to AN, which is kind of neat. And it's getting like a crazy V-mount intercooler radiator setup in it.
AC, no AC.
This one's getting electric AC, like the vintage Air.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Is that easier to install than the factory stuff?
Never done it.
Nice.
Yeah, never done it. So we're gonna figure it out on this one. Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Badass. What's this room? Engine room?
This is the engine builder room.
Tell me why people or why you need an engine building room, because a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people just build a room, build the engine outside where they are fabricating. I mean, just tell people why.
I mean, you don't cook your dinner in your bathroom. Like same reason why you don't do that. Like you want,
Right.
you know, you want your clean space, you want your clean area, no contamination. You know, like you want to keep that separate. It's important to us. It may not be important to other people, and I'm sure a lot of people get by doing what they do. But any like legitimate shop, they have clean rooms, and so we have a clean room. So, yeah, this is a Dart 3.4 that I was putting together. These things are pretty neat.
That's the build block.
No, that's a Dart cast.
Oh, the Dart cast.
Dart block, yeah. So I just dropped a crank in this thing. Then I'll be doing the rods and pistons on it soon. But we like building all of our own engines. I mean, I think there's a lot of shops that operate. They buy an engine from somebody, they buy a turbo kit from somebody, they buy this from somebody and that from somebody, and when something doesn't work out or when there's a problem, as a customer, you have to listen to these people point fingers and, you know, like say, oh, I'm going to talk to this person, try to that person. It's like here, it's like we do everything. It's like, from the ground up. So every single motor that's built, I know every single oil clearance, I know every single ring gap, I know everything about them, and I like it that way. So if there's ever a problem or whatever, I mean, even you as a customer, you come straight to me and I will figure it out. So
I like that. Now, what's the benefit or what's in comparison when you compare this Dart block to the factory Toyota JZ block?
So they
changes?
strengthened a lot of the failure points. I would see like a lot of them, when you throw a lot of boost at them, they would crack up the center. The deck height is bigger. They got rid of the little cooling jackets in the middle. They strengthened a lot of the area around the bore. And then even like in between the cylinders, there's more area in between the cylinders too.
Okay. What's the cost of one of these blocks?
The block itself, I think, is like $4,000.
Well, that's not bad. I was thinking more like 10. But that's
It's
more of a
not.
billet, right?
It's actually really nice too. Like they come with 4-bolt billet mains, and they come with hardware. So like if you're building a billet main motor, you're already $1,000 like into that. They already come line board. They already come almost borderline final machined. You're probably talking like, you know, $2,500 in machine work and hardware and billet mains to get it to, you know, this point before you start building it. So for an extra couple grand, you can start with a brand new fresh Dart. I don't know. It just makes a lot of sense sometimes.
Now, can I buy a block and use the internals of a JZ, or is that once you buy a block, you have to buy all different?
No, they're all JZ internals. You can put a stock crank in this with, you know, rods and pistons, whatever rods and pistons you want. This has got a Brian Crower 4340 stroker crank, a 94 millimeter stroker crank. And it's getting diamond pistons and the Brian Crower more rods, MOAR rods, with a 625 ARP 625 rod bolts. So it'll handle 1,800 horsepower probably.
That's crazy, dude. That's insane.
Yeah.
Well, is this it here in the engine room? Is this it?
Yeah. I was kind of moving stuff around earlier, so this isn't really a amazing example of how clean it usually is in here, but it still gets the point across.
I think it's bleeding though.
That's assembly lube.
It's on its period. You get him a Tampax.
One of my dirty dogs in here. Come on, Gord, out of here.
Gordy.
And then last is my car.
Oh, this is what is your name again?
Leilani.
Leilani. Why Leilani again?
It's my mom's and my sister's middle name.
Oh, see, you do have a soft spot. Renee, he's got a soft spot.
Yeah.
Dogs and Leilani's.
It's so dusty. I honestly, like, I took it to SIV and brought it back from SIV, pulled it off the trailer, parked it here, and it hasn't moved since.
But it moves. It moves. It runs. Good to go.
I mean, probably. I mean, yeah.
You got a Lambo. You don't give a crap about this car
Yeah,
anymore.
Honestly, dude, like, yeah, I haven't fired this thing up and, like, it's been a hot minute, I'll tell you that.
Well, shit, man. That's this car is insane. I wish we could see it go down the track one of these days as well.
Carbon interior and then, like, the ice box, all the XRB plumbing and stuff, like.
That's crazy.
Eric Lamb made me the little connectors for the Motec right there. That's actually, it's like little stuff like this that just makes stuff like this cool, you know? These little things.
Would you prefer it was hardtop, or do you like the Targa?
I would love a hard top.
So Eric Lamb did these?
Yeah, so the C127, the dash and the Motec and the keypad, or the dash, the Motec and the PDM all run the connectors underneath there, and then those are little pass-throughs that go there. So like if we ever need to, like, if we're tuning the car, we need to connect to anything, you just connect to it right there instead of having to like dig around for connectors. Totally unnecessary, but super cool.
Crazy, man. I don't even know what I'm looking at. It's like, again.
Remember on the dyno that blew that skirt off? Yeah. Yeah. I'll get back to it one day. I'll dust it off in August, get it ready for SIV.
Please, look at you blowing skirts.
Honestly, we'll have it on methanol next year, depending on the dyno, but we'll have it on methanol next year. It'll make 2,000 horsepower in front of everybody next year.
This year or next year?
Or I guess this year, yeah.
Yeah, we're in 2026.
I want to be the first. I think I hold the dyno record again.
Well, let's see if you can do it again this year.
I held the dyno record, I think, for 3 or 4 years in a row, and then Mike Farrell, I think, beat me because I wasn't there.
Well, he's not going to be here this year again because he'd rather go to FL2K, so you might have a chance to continue with your record.
I'll be the first to make 2,000. That's all I care about. Smoke everybody out in the room with the methanol vapor.
Yeah, I want to see that for sure.
And then just cut this whole thing out of the video.
No, dude, I love this Koki S fucking 14, bro. This shit is sick, bro.
The funny thing with this is, like, what's funny is that, so this was also, this guy that owns this car, he had this at some other shop. I have no idea what shop it was. And he picks it up. He's having all these problems with it. He's complaining to me on the phone. But we had one of his other cars. We were building that exhaust for his 992 GT3 RS.
Oh, he's got a 992 GT.
And a Huracan STO.
And a Huracan, and he's playing with this.
And he's got this. Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, to each their own or whatever. It's not the car that I would spend money on, but he's got other cool shit. So
I'll take this. I mean, I like it.
We're building the exhaust for the Porsche, and he like shows up in this to look at it, and then like he had just picked it up from some other shop, and it gets here, and then it won't start. So then he just like left it, and he was like, "Can you guys go over it? I just picked it up from this other shop." And we're like, "Okay, sure." And I'm going through it, and there's just like, dude, there's so much.
I already know you. I already know what you want to do because you don't want to. You hate problem solving other people's bullshit.
It's the worst.
Right. So what you want to do is you want to tear it all apart and start from scratch and throw everything in the trash.
Which we're not doing with this. What we are going to do is go through and just fix all the little stuff, because I told him, like, if you want me to go through every square inch of this thing, it's gonna get crazy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just do the bare minimum, just to get it out of here.
Which is hard for you to do.
It's very hard. It's very hard. Especially with the Supras, because there's just so much that we see. It's crazy. Those are the worst ones for us. The best cars for us are the ones that get dropped off. We build the entire thing start to finish, and it leaves. And then those are awesome. The hard ones are the ones that got built by somebody else years ago, or got built by, it's been through multiple shops or whatever. Then we get it. We fix everything we possibly can, make as much like stuff, and then they get it, and now they're having more problems with it, and they think it's our fault. So they bring it back, and it's like, dude,
I
like,
know you end up being married to it.
and then I'm married to it, and it's like, dude, like I've had it happen, a couple times like recently where we'll come in for like some work and it'll leave, and then another problem just rears its head because like these guys who buy these cars, like these new owners, they don't know how long that thing's been sitting, how well it's been maintained. Of course, the guy's going to say, oh, yeah, that thing ran great and blah, blah, blah. Like, so they buy it with the idea that, the thing is like in perfect running condition, but it's not. It's far from that. It's got E85 sitting in the tank for a year. The injectors haven't been cleaned in 5 years.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty.
So...
I know, man. I know. It must be difficult for you. I love the I do love the Koki S14 though. I had a Japanese when I sold it to my brother.
It's cool.
He's got it now, and he's almost done with it with a 1JZ.
Yeah, it's cool. It's got 1J in it.
Yeah, this is a
1J
VVTi.
With I think it's an R154.
Yeah, fuck. It's super sick, man. This is me. I would take that body kit off.
Yeah.
And just clean it up nice and put some nice wheels on it.
Yeah.
Good to go, done.
He's cool. He's a cool guy, though. He let us get crazy on the Porsche, and I really want to work on his STO. So right now we're kind of, we're doing this to kind of support him or whatever, and with the idea in mind that he'll continue coming with cooler stuff, So
Shit,
Pat. It can't all be cool.
It can't all be cool, but hey, you can be cool with an S14 and a Porsche and a Huracan, and you can totally be cool.
And then this is my office. I just laminated the floors in here, so I'm kind of proud of it.
You laminated the floors?
I didn't personally do it, no, but it was like fucked up.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Cool little office. This is where you kick it?
Yeah, this is where I kick it.
I like it.
And then we got like this little back office. There's not a whole lot in here. This is a whole other room. I put people's nice seats back here.
Like a little storage.
Yeah. The idea is that this will eventually be like my private office, and then I'm going to get somebody to do like reception and random like office work, and they'll have that front office or whatever, and this will be like my private office. But it's not a priority for me.
Right.
It's down the road. Right now we're just using it for storage. Expensive shit. These are some Sparco SPXs, $4,000 a piece.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just to put your butt on it, man. What the hell?
These are going in the Qatar car.
Oil money. That's super sick.
He's cool though. He's been super patient, man. He's been working on that car for like a year, like probably over a year. So he's been very patient and very cool. He's been a good customer to work with, and he's just kind of let us go crazy. It went from like 1,000 horsepower T56 car to like a 1,400 horsepower sequential car, and it's kind of the beauty of what we do. We just get full creative control to just go crazy.
Badass, dude. Badass. I mean, again, you're on the road to super duper success. What's up, Gordy?
What you doing, buddy?
Cool, brother. Is that it for the whole thing?
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that cool little sunset. Look at that sunset, dude. Get that sunset out there.
Not bad.
Hey, don't touch me. Like that. Is that it for our tour?
Pretty much on my SIV trophies.
What? You got SIV trophies?
Yeah.
You go to SIV? What the hell?
I got big trophies at other places.
Where's that big one?
That's what she said.
And then all the horrible shit we pull out of cars.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah. Garrett turbos. I got 2 or 3 Garrett turbos down there. Grannis T56s.
Wow.
We got what happens to turbos if you two-step them too much. Kind of valve spring break one time. Bent rods. This is probably one of the craziest ones, honestly. I don't know how this ended up.
You see that?
You see that rod?
Yeah.
It's a stock rod. We pulled this out of a customer car, totally asymptomatic.
Did
like,
it hit the valves or something, or what?
No, I just running a bunch of boost on a stock rod.
It must have been super hot.
Yeah,
High boost.
like an aftermarket piston, I guess. I don't know. We got this car from this guy, and he was like, "Hey, I want to do like a fully built motor and like a big boy turbo setup." 1,000 horsepower. But it was on a single turbo and like a Haltech and stuff already, and like a R154. I can't remember. It was a while ago, but we're like, okay, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do like a full build billet mains, and we'll do like, upgrade the turbo, put a Motec in it, T56, fuel system, blah, 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 do like a build. And I pulled the motor out, and I pulled those, every single one, all six rods were
bent like that?
Yeah, but it was totally asymptomatic. The car ran great.
What?
It was crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
Turned into a 4AG with a short stroke.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Well, thanks for the tour, dude. Let's get back to the podcast and say our goodbyes and good to go.
Sounds great.
Good shit, brother. All right, we're back. I hope you guys like the tour of the shop. As you can see, it's super sophisticated, super cool, super organized, very clean, which I think is very important. I've been to other shops that I'm like, man, you're going to work in my car? And I'm sure you've been to that kind of shop.
Yes.
And you're like, holy crap. And sure enough, the cleanliness really identifies what type of work you're going to get in your car.
Yep.
PBR, Patrick Blake Racing, thanks for, you're a busy guy.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for thanks for squeezing us into your schedule. Thanks for the tour.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome, brother.
My pleasure.
Luck to you. Best of luck to you, and
Thank you,
keep on
guys.
keep giving us the best of the best.
I'll see you at SIV. We'll bring some cool cars. We're going to bring some cool cars.
All right, he says that every year. We'll see what he does next
really
year.
cool ones this time.
All right, brother Drew.
All right. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Stay tuned for episode 4.
Thank you.